I've been training in front of crowds since I was 6, 7 years old. I trained with Muhammad Ali, bro. I trained with Muhammad Ali, bro. That's why.
That's you back there?
Yeah, that's me. I'm training in front of crowds at 7 years old.
Damn.
That's why I'm the way I am. That's why. That's why I never got nervous. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It was meant for me to be a star.
Damn,
I just got thrown off track a little bit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Ice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I spent nights with Muhammad Ali. We just kicked it and talked and laughed. Like on a daily basis for years.
Damn.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? But
so
you know
how you get into, man? How did you get into boxing? What?
We finna start.
Let's go on and start, man.
Let's start.
We out here, man. It's Daddy's podcast. It's Friday, man. That's what we do, man. I got the WBC Light Heavyweight Olympian.
WCW 92 Olympian.
92 Olympian. Yeah. Amateur champion.
Yeah.
Man, I don't get to sit next to men like you too often, man.
I mean, but we from the
Montell.
same hood. We done hung out 1,000 times.
Griffin. That's how we represent. It's men like this on the south side of Chicago. Yeah. What's going on with you, bro? My bad.
Much love.
My bad. It's so good to have you on, man. You got in 90. When did you become pro? 93?
93, yeah.
And a champion by 97?
Yeah.
5 years, bro?
Yeah, but I only boxed 6 years. I learned how to box as a kid. You know, in the juniors back in the 80s, you had to be 10 years old to fight. Now it's 8 years old, but you had to wait till he's 10 years old to have official fights. So
at 10.
Yeah.
So that video I just saw, how old were you?
I was like 7. I was just in the gym. You know, so I was in the gym training. I had a couple of junior fights. It was, there ain't that many kids your age, your size, your talent. So it's hard to get fights at that age. So I had a couple of little show fights. Then I fought a couple of tournaments. And my father died when I was 12. So I ain't do nothing. I ain't go to the gym. I stopped watching boxing because I was upset. I couldn't box no more. So 8 years went by, I ain't do nothing. I got up to 210 pounds, and I came back.
What was your natural weight? Like,
I mean, at that time, I probably should have been like 180.
At 12 years
but I was
old?
like, no, I'm talking when I came back. Oh, when I was 12, I was.
That's when you stopped. When
I quit at 12, my last fight was at 112. I weighed like 107, but my last fight I weighed 107, but I was in the 112 weight class.
Okay.
And then I came back at 215. 210, my bad. 210. And my first 2 fights were heavyweight. And, I'm already short. I'm 5'7". They was big as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, my first fight was in a heavyweight dude. This is my first fight in 8 years. And I asked my trainer, Jesse Reed at the time, Hall of Fame trainer. I said, who I'm fighting? And he said, you fighting him. And the dude was walking in with shackles. I said, my first fight in 8 years, I got to fight a nigga from prison.
Dang.
So he got his shackles on. He walk in. I said, man. And I'm
Hold
fighting.
on, bro. So y'all in the gym?
Nah, we fighting. We at a tournament.
Y'all at a tournament. He asked you, who was you fighting?
Yeah, I'm saying they let him get in the tournament.
Okay.
And I fought a dude with shackles. My first fight in 8 years. I'm like, man, and I know. I'm thinking I'm gonna get down to 165. I thought I was small enough to get down to 165, but I ended up stopping 178. But I was like in between. I was like 172. I couldn't get to 65 and 78. I was kind of small, but in the last round, I clowned this dude. I clowned him, but in the last round, boom, he caught me with a good shot. Like, man, I said, these boys hit too hard. I said, I got to go down. So my next fight was like 187.
So you lost that fight?
No, I won.
Oh, you won that fight?
I won.
Okay.
I made it to the championship, but I broke my thumb. Okay. My first fight, I broke my thumb. And so my second fight,
hold on, so let me just make sure I'm talking right. This is amateur.
Amateur, yeah.
This is amateur.
This is
crew.
I quit boxing in 83, 12 going on 13, and this is 91, 8 years later.
Okay.
My first fight, I'm coming down from 210. I fought at heavyweight. I was like 197.
Okay.
I think the second fight I was like 180 something. So my weight was getting down.
Okay.
And I'm beating this boy. Bernie Casey from I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Remember Bernie Casey?
I cannot remember.
Bernie Casey? He was like
that's the Wayans, right?
Yeah, he was like Keenan Wayans' stepfather or something. Remember Bernie Casey? He was a star in the 80s.
Okay, yeah, I think I know you talking about.
Anyway,
that's not the one that was like open his jacket.
Bernie Casey was a nice looking guy, real cool, smooth. You'll know when I say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, he was ringside, so I tried to put him on the show. I'm putting on the show. I'm beating this dude's ass, and this motherfucker hit me in the nose. Blood everywhere. I'm saying, damn. So the referee called a break. He said, hey, look, bro. I said, you know I'm winning this fight, man. Do not stop this fight. He said, man, motherfucker, stop bleeding. I said, all right.
Okay.
So I tried, you know what I'm saying? I won my second fight. So I'm like, these boys too big. I was like, I got to go down light heavyweight. So I trained. I got back in the gym, and I trained down.
I just want, because I'm going to forget this question. Yeah. I always wondered this about a boxer. Yeah. They say you got to have a chin. So what is it like, man, when the motherfucker just knocked the shit out you and you just able to, like, how do you regroup?
Man,
like, what's happening in your brain?
I'm just going to break it down. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down for you just like this. This is quiet all these questions. For you to go in that ring and want to be a boxer, we have crazy. I'm just going to be honest. Just to get to feel that pain and want to come back and get up running at 6 in the morning, 3. We crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all to it. We crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what kick in, that half crazy.
Yeah.
Man, it's just
you know what I'm saying? I was around my father, you know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of time I went to the gym every day with him. And he showed me the projector movies, 9mm.
Yep,
he showed me movies.
Yeah.
It was Willie Pep.
Yeah.
Ray Robinson, Joe Lewis.
Hey man, left jab.
Left jab. Where he supposed to be here?
Left jab. Hold on, let me put him on speakerphone. Jabbo.
What's up, man? Y'all still doing the podcast?
Yeah, we on now. Money over here lighting up. We over here talking about good boxing stories. Where you at? What you on?
I just got into the house. I was trying to see if y'all was still doing it. I was going to head that way.
Man, we just started. Money said come on through. Hey, man, I didn't know he called you left jab. I was like, Jabbo might come through. He was like, I'm Montell. What did he tell me, man? Buddy, you made me feel cool when I reached out to you, bro. Because I was like, Jabbo them calls. He's like, man, this is Montell, man. This the heavyweight champ, former heavyweight champ in the world. He telling me, Greg, stop playing.
Do you mind if Jabbo and them stop by? Who am I? I mean, come on, man.
That's left jab. So now I got a new name for you, bro. Left jab.
Man, hey, left jab the most important important punch in boxing. That jab. So that's why I call him left jab.
That's the most. Now I'm about to talk about that a little bit more. So you on your way, man?
Yeah, I'll be there in a few.
All right. Cut my phone. Yeah. So what was we saying, man? We talk because I'm gonna come back and ask you about the left jab.
So I used to watch 9mm projector films, and you know, I'm checking it out. I'm a student of the game, man. But like the one thing I noticed, the guy who I paid attention to was like the defensive guys who didn't get hit, who move around. They appeal to me. They for some reason I like them better.
Is that Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this was 1974.
But this is back before then. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Willie Pep was defensive.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Robinson is a little defensive. My man, oh my God, Paul Joe Lewis, Jersey Joe Walcott, real slick and smooth. And those are the guys that just it gave me I got excited when I saw them. And then my father showed me this kid named Cassius Clay. Now I seen this handsome guy with a mouthpiece, with the speed and the hands, and man, I fell in love. And the day I saw him, I fell in love.
People's champ.
Man, I fell in love, and my old man was like, remember that guy you saw on TV? I was like, yeah, he said, we going to see him. And I'm 5 years old. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, of course, I ain't going to say, Dad, you lying. Or, I didn't know what to expect. I said, you know what? Let me just sit down and see what happens. So we get in the car, we ride in. We walk. Ali had a garage on 47th where he parked his cars. But he had a boxing ring in it. And I walk in, I turn around, and we connect eyes. He looking at me, I'm looking at him. I said, man, that's him. That's the guy. And he said, come here. I walked over there to pick me up, kissed me on the cheek, and me and my pops took a picture. I was 5 years old. I still got the picture. And from that day,
send me that picture, bro.
From that day forward, I knew what I wanted to do in my life. He was the greatest.
And I was 5 years old?
I was 5 years old.
Why your daddy put you in boxing?
Oh man, he wanted to teach my brother self-defense. And he ended up going.
So you got an older brother?
I got an older brother 10 years older than me. So,
okay.
When it's 10 years, it's more like a you know how it is.
Yeah.
10 years, he grown. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't never be on the same level until I get to be 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but the thing about it is, he didn't take it easy on me. Like, he beat my ass.
Your brother?
Yeah, he stayed on me, beat my ass. He made me tough. He the reason that I am the person I am today. He beat my ass. Look, check this out. My brother told me, I was 5 years old. My brother said, my mother's finna whip me. He said, if you cry when she whip you, I'm gonna beat your ass worse when she done.
Damn.
So,
damn.
That shit made me tough.
Damn.
It made me take shit. It made me pain. I ignored pain. I ain't give a fuck. Cause I ain't want my brother to beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? That's where I came from.
Of a
right. He's 10 years older than me. He could beat my ass. I ain't got a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5, he's 15. He like, man, he said, if you cry, I'm gonna beat your ass worse. I was like, man, all right, let's go. And I heard my mother telling her friends, like, man, I might have to get him checked out and go to the doctor or something. Like, he don't even cry when I whip him. I heard her tell her sister one day. She's like, he don't even cry when I whip him. Something ain't right. Yeah, because you don't know, this nigga 10 years older than me threatened me that he was going to beat my ass worse. So it made me who I was. Shit, what could you do? But, you know what I'm saying? So I met Ali.
Hold on, what? Yeah. Your brother, right? Yeah. I know we're gonna talk about Ali.
Yeah.
So did you and your brother, y'all like? Was it ever a time when he was getting you there, and there was at one point you was able to get him?
See,
y'all didn't.
Like I said, we 10 years apart. So by the time we even, between I'm 18 and 25.
Right,
so
right.
I walk up to him. Right. So I said, it's even now. Come on, let's box now. He was like, no. I said, you know what I'm gonna do to
I knew that happened, man.
Yeah.
I knew that happened.
I said, let's get in the ring now. He like, nah. I said, okay. When him saying no, that let me know.
That you know.
Right, I'm good.
I'm getting better at this.
Yeah. Well, nah, I'm at that point. He's 10 years older than me. I was on top of my game. I destroyed him. And I was better than him. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was tough. Yeah, he's my big brother. I was better than him.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But that's why usually the youngest always be the best. So we get
the big brothers.
Right, we get the big brother.
Yep.
We get the big brother.
Yep.
I saw my brother box Muhammad Ali before. So he was decent. He was decent.
In a what? Just like
sparring? He sparred Muhammad Ali and Jimmy Ellis, the heavyweight champion of the world. So yeah, my brother was decent. He know the game. You know what I'm saying? I think my father burnt him out. Like, I think he stayed on him. It was too hard on him. And then when he seen him burn him out, he knew how to handle me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, like, he used reverse psychology on me. Like, he'll force my brother to go. With me, he'll say, stay home. I was like, where you finna go? I'm finna go to the gym. He said, no, you stay home. I'm like, shit. I'm going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? He made me want to go. You know what I'm saying? And everything was just perfect, man. My life is so crazy. my life should be a movie, real talk, because I'm finna break down it. Bro, I'm saying from 5, just think from 5 to 13 on a regular basis, Muhammad Ali would come train at my father's gym. And every time he finished training, he said, Griff, what you getting ready to do? My father said, I ain't got nothing to do. He said, come by the house. Every time. We'd go over his house and just kick it. Go sit down, I watch VCRs, watch movies with him, just laugh, joke, talk. I was around him. I went to camp for 2 of his fights when he fought Shavers, when he fought Spin. I went to camp with him, trained with him every day. And it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was like...
Is it like how he is on TV, just cool and
it was just
funny
cool
and talking
he made everybody feel special. He made like he would be in the gym and he know that you watching him and he know that you think he special, you think he a star. And he'll come walk over there and start sparring with you and make you feel like $1 million. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He was that type of guy, man.
Wow. And you got to sit around him.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying, it's like I didn't understand it until I got older. I used to see how other people reacted. I'm like, why they acting like that? Like, I'm going to give you an example. I saw Ken Griffin on a podcast. Okay. And he was talking about, he said...
baseball?
Yeah. Okay. He was on the podcast. He was like, oh yeah, Hank Aaron came by my house and this, that, and everything. They was like, oh man, that's great. He was like, I was just normal. That was my life. That's why, you know what I'm saying? So that was just my life. I didn't know how great it was. One day, Ali got this new car, a Stutz Bearcat. And he came to the gym. Told my old man to come over. He said, ride with me. I was like, all right. No. He said, ride with me. I looked at my father. My father said, go ahead. Okay. So I get in the car. We ride over there. So he would do it every time. I'll be like, I'll get in a limo with him. He had a Benz. I just ride with him. And
it's up down 47th Street, bro, wherever y'all going.
Hyde Park, out from the gym was on 63rd. So from 63rd, he was like on 43rd and Woodlawn.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5-10 minute drive. And when I got to the house, I asked my father, I said, why you always tell me to go with him? He was like, son, you just don't understand what you're doing right now. That was the first. I remember my father saying, you don't even understand right now what you're doing. Wait till you get older. And when I got older, like I had like Chris Bird and Yahya McClain. Yahya McClain was married to Layla Ali. Okay. He was her manager when for her fighting career. All right. They looked at. I showed them some pictures of me and Muhammad Ali and everything. It was like, damn. It was like this won you like 20 fights. And I'm like, get out of here. But I thought about it now. I'm like, yeah, because it just made me prepared for everything in my life that had something to do with boxing. You know what I'm saying? I quit boxing in 83. I came back in 91. I was sparring. I've been boxing 2-3 months. I was sparring the number 1 middleweight in the world. Reggie Johnson. I sparred him when he became the number 1 middleweight in the world. I've been boxing 3-4 months. And I'm sparring this dude every day and holding my own. That's not supposed to happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed, bro. I supposed to have been a superstar.
What made you decide after what you say was you started back in 91, right?
Yeah, I started. What was that? My life was.
What made you say I'm about to get back in the ring again?
I was sitting in the house, fat as hell. That's what I said, 210. Yeah. I should have been 180. I was 210. All right. And I was working at UPS. I got fired. I went out of town, kicking it out here. Crazy, get fired. They like stop being late. They fired me. My car broke down, so I'm fat. Oh well, Reuben Jones got killed December 90. No, I'm sorry, December 89. December 90. I'm still going through like depression. That's why I gained all the weight and everything. Nothing going right in my life, and I'm sitting downstairs, and my nephew, who I hadn't talked to in years, just called me and said, "Hey man, what you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." He said, "What you doing?" Like, I said, "Man, I ain't doing nothing." He said, "Okay, why don't you come to LA and start boxing?" I said, "All right." And I answered him so soon. He's like, "Man, nah, I'm for real." I said, "Nigga, I'm for real." I was like, "I ain't doing nothing with my life." You know what I'm saying? And Ron, DJ Ron, father was a mechanic. And I said, "Mr. Lee, man, I'm trying to every person I talked to, older person, I said, I'm trying to do something with my life. I said, I'm finna go to LA and start boxing. Would you buy my car? And he gave me $500. My car wasn't even running.
Straight up.
So he gave me $500. I bought a ticket for $300. I had $200 to my name. December 1990. I went to LA, and it was just crazy how everything just worked out.
So who did you stay with when you landed? Where did you go?
Okay. My nephew, called and told me to come to LA. He got a job. Nah, this was the conversation. I'm gonna have a job for you and an apartment. I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I got $200. It lasts me for a little while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I land.
$200 didn't last a little while.
I mean, I'm 20 years old.
Right.
$200 gonna last me. Mm-hmm. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy a 40 ounce and something to drink,
there you
something
go.
to eat.
1990, that's what he did.
So I get off the plane. This man say, I get off the plane. He like, man, my car broke down like a month ago. I mean, like a mile ago.
A mile ago.
Yeah. So I'm walking to his car with like 8 bags. That's my whole life.
No, bro.
Now you can't only check. You can only check 2 bags. How many bags you check?
It's
2 bags. Right.
I think some of it's only one.
Right. Nigga, I told the lady. I said, look, I swear to God, this how you know I ain't lying. I told the lady, I'm finna do something. I'm just trying to do something with my life. I said, man, I'm finna go try to box, man, and make it. I said, I ain't got no money to pay for these bags. And she let me check 8 bags on for free.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah, I said, I'm just trying to do something. The same story I told. I said, I'm just trying to do something with my life. And she let me get on the plane.
Damn.
So this nigga talking about his car that broke down.
Man, that's awesome. That's an awesome story, bro.
Yeah, I landed in LA and I gotta walk a mile with 8 bags. I gotta walk a mile with 8 bags. And
so your cousin walked to the airport. How did he get to the airport? He walked. The car broke down?
He jogged for a mile.
Oh wow!
Now listen to this. This how life is crazy. Listen to this. This how life is so fucking crazy. Okay, we walk to the car. The tow truck came up. The tow truck guy. He talked. He said, "Hey, who y'all think gonna win the fight tonight? Mike Tyson finna fight Alex Stewart on TV." He said, "Who y'all think gonna win?" My nephew was like, "Hey, my uncle trying to box." And the tow truck guy said, one of my guys box. I said, can I have his number? He said, man, I can't give his number out. He said, why don't you give me your number? And I looked at my bag. I said, do it look like I got a phone number? You know, I got 8 bags. The car broke down. We walking. I'm pouring it up. He's like, dude, what's your phone number? So listen,
I'm dead, man.
So look.
I'm weak, bro.
This is real talk. Bro, bro. My life should be a movie. If the right person see this podcast, they will make a movie about my life.
I'm over here crying, man.
So we get to the car, and I told you, I said, look, bro. I said, this my nephew's grandmama number. Ask your man to call. But I ain't know if he was gonna call or not. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay, so you gave him. I'm laughing, bro.
I gave him my nephew grandmama's number.
You gave him. You gave the tow truck driver
my nephew's grandmother's number.
All right, got it.
Okay.
All right.
So we get the car started. No, we take a bus. We take a bus to South Central LA. The car never starts. The tow truck guy take the bus. We take the bus to South Central. Listen.
Wait a minute.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
December 1990. I'm 20 years old. And all the shit you saw in Boys in the Hood and shit.
Right.
I seen the shit with my own eyes. I'm 20 years old and I see helicopters with lights and shit. I'm walking through South Central with all my bags. Niggas staring at us. I think we finna get robbed.
You still got the 8 bags, bro. You kept all of them.
Nah, they out there.
Oh shit. Oh,
they
man.
out there.
Hold on, because I started laughing, man. No,
I'm telling you,
so
man.
You got off the plane,
and this nigga.
And you gonna walk to? So you about in LA for about an hour
I'm
now?
in LAX.
Okay.
We walked a mile with 8 bags. The tow truck man didn't get the car started, but he got my nephew's grandmother's number.
Right.
And
Which was important.
I'm sitting in the house. Phone ring. Montell.
This the same day or not?
This the next day.
This the next day.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay. 2-3 days. I don't know.
All right, but
I get a phone call. Hey, this tow truck guy gave me your number. Like, what's up? This is Larry Musgrove. I said, man, what's going on, bro? I said, man, I came to LA. I'm just trying to do something with my life, man. I'm trying to box, man. Man, please fuck with me, man. He like, you know what, little brother? I like stories like this. I want to help you. He came pick me up. Didn't know me from Adam. So just listen. So my nephew car broke down. The tow truck driver said he knew a guy who boxed. The guy called, and he like my best friend to this day.
Damn.
Ain't that crazy?
The tow truck driver?
No, the boxer who he gave him the number to.
Larry Musgrove.
Larry Musgrove.
Larry
right?
Musgrove.
Yeah. So
wow, shout out to him, man.
Larry Musgrove picked me up, took me to the gym. I trained. He said, man, look, I know you want to sit in the house. Come hang out with me and my nephews. I go back to his house. We hang out, watch TV, drink a beer, smoke a little weed. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, everybody laughed when he talk. He's like, look, brother, look. You know what I'm saying? We're a boxer. We take care. We serious, but ain't nothing wrong with a little weed every now and then. Just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm smoking a little weed with Larry Musgrove. Larry Musgrove was decent.
And who is it? He was a
boxer.
Okay.
He knocked out the number one super middleweight in the world back in like 93, 94. T-Bird, Antoine T-Bird. Musgrove knocked him out. That was his best win. So he beat the number one in the world. And like I said, this is 2023, and I called him this morning. And this was 1990. He picked me up. And he told me, he said, but I'm coming to the gym. I'm sparring. Like, Musgrove used to whoop my ass. He 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 used to whoop my ass. And I started getting in shape. The weight started coming down. And one day I beat his ass. The first day I beat his ass. He didn't say nothing. He was mad. Because he my man. But look, this a real nigga.
Right.
He said, well, I beat his ass for the first time. He said, come back to the house. We're going to cook and eat. Like, all right, jump in the car. We'll go back home. He ain't said shit to me. He mad at the motherfucker. But he still brought him to his house. So his nephews and shit was like, what's up with Larry? Why he so quiet? Like, y'all sparred today? I'm like, yeah, I got him. The nephews just started cracking. You finally got Larry ass. You finally got Larry ass. And he was like, this little motherfucker, he bad. Like this little, he talk real country. He used to call me the Pillsbury Doughboy. He couldn't say Pillsbury.
Okay.
Yeah, this little Pillsbury Doughboy ass, fat ass nigga. He like, this little Pillsbury Doughboy, he getting good. He getting good. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. He was number 6, number 7 in the world. I'm an amateur. I ain't start fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm an amateur. I'm just starting. And then I started sparring Reggie Johnson. Reggie Johnson ended up being 2-3-time world champ, light heavyweight, middleweight. Real good dude. Real good. I'm sparring him every day. And I ain't gonna say a lie and say I was whooping his ass, nothing like that. But it was tit for tat. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was even. He really wasn't doing nothing to me. I really wasn't doing, you know what I'm saying? It was even. I'm like, I'm good. I'm telling myself, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? These dudes can fight and they can't really do nothing with me. You know what I'm saying?
So that's when you started knowing you was good? That's when
the
light bulb went off?
Yeah, I sparred. Because, like, you got to understand, I learned how to box at 4-5 years old. I don't remember learning how to box.
Jabbo, what they call him?
Left jab.
Yeah, get him a chair.
I don't remember learning how to fight. So I'm just doing shit, and I'm talking to myself like, cause I'm silly. I'm talking to myself like, how the fuck did you do that? You know what I'm saying? I just slip and hit him off, boom, boom. I'm like, damn, how I do this shit? You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't know. I was learning on the job. Damn. And like I said, I whooped Larry ass. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm sparring with Reggie. And but the number one rule in boxing is know your place. So I'm broke. I ain't really got no money. You know what I'm saying? Well, to go back, I broke my thumb. Remember I told you my first fight when I broke my thumb?
Yeah.
My nephew's grandmother was like, baby, you can't stay here. I don't got no room for you, but you in L.A., they give away money. She said, go down to the hospital, get you some money. So I got a check. I think it was like $300-400 a month. And I know it was like $200 in food stamps, $300-400 a month. and my auntie was just like took the food stamp for rent. So I just gave her the 200 money, and that's another story because I'm going too fast. So I was finna be homeless. I got a round trip ticket. And a month before,
I thought your cousin said you could stay with her. But
that's what I had to tell you. That's what I forgot to tell you. Right. So he's supposed to have a car, a job and a crib. Like, man,
that was the phone call.
I ain't get that crib. I ain't get that apartment. So I'm gonna stay. So listen, real story. You ain't gonna believe this. This true story. This true story right here. So his grandmama said, "Baby, you my niece or my daughter, brother. I'm gonna show you love, but you can't stay here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't have no room. So I'm gonna give you a couple of weeks, and then you gotta find a place. So a couple of days. So this was true shit right there. My shit should be a movie, y'all. Listen to this shit right. I'm in LA.
Oh, you in LA? Yeah. Tell story when he headed into LA.
My nephew was trying out to be a Muslim. I think he was. He hadn't crossed over yet.
He was trying out.
He wasn't in yet. He was like on the outside. But he said, "Look, this is my nephew. It's my uncle. He trying to box. He trying to do something with his life." And I stayed at an apartment that the Muslims had 2 or 3 nights. Like, I'm sitting here at night like, this shit ain't working out. I'm like, this shit ain't working out.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I had $200 to my name, and I knew we had problems. When we pulled up to McDonald's, and my nephew said, "I need you to give me some." I pulled over, and my nephew said, "You gotta buy me some."
This can't be real, bro.
Man, I said,
this can't be real.
So I went to the gym one day. I had a good day at the gym, and he picked me up, and he drove straight to McDonald's. I said, "Why we come here for?" He said, "Go get your application." I said, "You know what I'm saying? You supposed to have you know what I'm saying?" So this my sister's brother. He my nephew and my sister's son. I said, "Bro, check this out, man. So I won't beat your ass." I said, "Look, you go your way, I'm gonna go my way. I hope the best for you." This is 1990. I'm 20 years old.
And this is the cousin that invited you down. Your nephew that invited you down.
I said, "Bro, I ain't want to be his ass." Wow. I said, "Look, man."
Oh, wow.
I said, "Look, you go your way, I'm gonna go my way." Like I said, I broke the thumb, so I had a little money coming in. And then shit is crazy. I'm calling my auntie in LA. I ain't seen my auntie in 10 years. I'm lying. I ain't gonna say 10 years. I ain't seen her in a while.
Right.
I'm calling her phone. She ain't no answer. She not answering. And I don't have no phone number to leave. So I'm just calling, she ain't there. So I want to say a week or 2 before my flight, my Larry Musgrove wife was like, "Montell, come here, telephone." So I'm like, "Hello?" She's like, "Hey, I've been seeing this number on my call ID. This is Pat. I'm like, "This Montell." Like, "Hey, baby, what's going on?" I'm like, "Nothing." I'm like, she's like, "What you doing?" I said, "Man, I just came out here. I'm trying to do something with my life." She's like, "You got a place to stay?" I said, "Nah." And ding, 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 ding. That's when my whole life changed.
Wow.
Then when she just said, I didn't even have to ask her. She said, "Do you need a place to stay?" When she said that, I said, "Okay, I'm staying here." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I moved in with her. When she said I could stay there, my whole life changed.
Wow.
So I went down there and got to the doctor. I got food stamps. My auntie was like, "Shit, just give me the food stamps. That's all. That's your rent money." So I'm 20 years old. I'm getting $350 a month. I ain't spending them. I'm buying 40 ounces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my money's stacking. I'm giving her rent money, and I'm getting better. See, that's the main thing. I'm getting better at motherfuckers like, man, shorty can fight. Like the people talking, like, man, this motherfucker can fight. Like, they said Reggie Johnson was #1 in the world. They were, "How many fights you got?" I'm like, 4 or 5. What? You know what I'm saying? It was like that.
Yeah.
Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And one time, I messed up because there was some pride. This was when some young dumb shit. James the Heat Kitchen. He was like a top a lot of people thought he beat Tommy Hearns. They didn't get the decision, but James the Heat Kitchen hired me to spar, and I'm on that ego shit, and I beat his ass, and they fired me, and I was like, I just fucked up some money. I said, okay, now I gotta know I can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? What I was trying to do was trying to show people, hey, I'm good. But it was in the wrong way because he hired me.
You there to work on what he hired you to work on.
Right, and I'm trying to try out for myself. Like, I want these people to say, hey, this dude can really fight.
Yeah.
But after that, I learned, like, stay in my place, you know what I'm saying? I never disrespect nobody, no other fighter but one person ever in my career, and I apologize to him, but we'll get back to that later. But, so, you know what I'm saying? So I got a place to stay. I got money coming in. My weight coming down, my confidence going up, everything coming together.
Okay.
And I'm living in Baldwin Hills, LA. That's like Beverly.
Okay.
The night, it's a night. It's like they call it like the black people's Beverly Hills. Okay. Because that's where all the rich black people live.
Yeah, I've heard of Baldwin Hills.
Right, Baldwin Hills. So I'm in Baldwin Hills. I'm in LA. I'm learning my way around. I got girls. I'm meeting. I'm having sex. You know what I'm saying? Shit just come together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
so did you have a trainer at this time?
Yeah, Jesse Reed was my trainer.
That's your trainer. Okay.
Jesse Reed, the Hall of Fame trainer. He trained Roger Mayweather. Jesse Reed hate me, and I understand why. Jesse Reed was my trainer.
Okay.
I had a guy named Mitchell Stein, my lawyer, who was my the guy who took care of me.
Okay.
I called him one day. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Man, me and Jesse fell out." He said, "You can go with Jesse, or you can stay with me. He paying my bills." You know what I'm saying? I had to go with him. You know what I'm saying? So Jesse Reed was real upset with me. I saw a lot of magazine articles saying I was disloyal, I was dirty, I had to go with the money.
Yeah.
If I go with Jesse Reed, I'm homeless, and I gotta go back to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I had to go with the guy who ended up, and this is the lawyer who got me in the Olympics.
Okay.
So I had to go with him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another.
So why would Jesse Reed say money should have stayed with me?
Because I made it. Because
what was he offering that like? What?
Now, he was gonna be my trainer.
Oh, okay.
I understand. I mean, trainers can see special fighters, and for him to lose Olympian, and I ended up being a world champion. I made money and this and all that. So he feeling like that should have been in his pocket. I understand how he feel, but at the time I had to go with the money. I had to go with not the money, but the business, the smart business move.
Well, I think he can understand that by now.
Yeah, I mean we talked since then.
Oh, y'all done talk?
We talked. His son died a couple years ago, and I called him and said, "Bro, look, man, I had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was no disrespect, man. I'm sorry because every trainer out here want that world champion great fighter, and I was opportunity to be one of his, and it didn't work out. So I know you're pissed. Yeah.
Man, this sound like, you know what, I like to use this platform to like shout out like father figures, people that left a positive impact in your life, and I'm just listening to all these different positive men, man, that help lead you to where you are. Is it any of them you just kind of like really want to just give a shout out and just explain to the world what these men did?
My brother, like I said, my brother beat my ass and made me be the man I am today. So he 10 years older than me. And we getting older now. He's 63. You know what I'm saying? Respect my brother, Amasa. Yes, I hope I'm saying it right. He changed his name. Amasa. His name was Tim, but he's Amasa. I hope I'm saying it the right way. But respect him. Muhammad Ali, man. He helped my father a lot. He was they was cool. You know what I'm saying? They was friends. You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact.
I don't know if you mentioned it yet or not, but I know I've heard a story, or at least bits and pieces of it, of how did you already talk about how you started off boxing with your pops? You know what I'm saying, when you was a short?
Yeah, I was 5 years, and then he died. Yeah. I just told him that's how I met
you was 5 years old?
I was 5.
Oh, wow.
No, not when he died. I'm 5 when I met Muhammad Ali. I was 12 going on 13 when my father died.
Okay. And you were actively training as a kid, or not?
I was fighting. I was fighting junior fights.
Fighting junior fights. That's what I thought.
But I only had a few because, like I said, you had to be 10, and he died at 12. So I really didn't have that many fights. Yeah. But that's what I was saying.
So your layoff was from age 12 to what?
You can say from 13 to 20.
13 to 20.
21, 13, 21. 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And for me, like I said, it's been a million people that been in the gym, trained, and people say it was good, and they really wasn't. So, for me to learn, I've learned how to box. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I learned how to box. I quit at 12, going on 13 years old. I didn't do nothing for 8 years. I went to the gym for 3 months, and I was in the ring with top fighters.
That's love.
And it was like, people like looking at me like, man, what? Everybody was like, everywhere I went was like, where you come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm 5'7", you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy, and how I fought with my defense and everything. So it was crazy, man.
Yeah. So was those all the father figures? Did you get them all out that we was talking about?
I mean, well, you know, my pops, man. You know what I'm saying? My pops, man, he was a special dude, man. But he had Muhammad Ali in his son's life, and it changed. Man, I just preach it like this, bro. And this ain't no bragging or nothing like that. It's just I worked hard for everything I got. But I done had every car I wanted. I done had a mansion, money, women, cars, everything, jewelry, a greatest life. I done met every celebrity who you could name except for Eddie Murphy. He the only one I got to meet him. And it's because of my father. You know what I'm saying?
And it's because of your pops?
Because of my pops, man. Everything that somebody could say they wanted to do in their life, I did it. And it's because of my pops. And he lived, he had a little raggedy car. Wow. And a little a little normal house. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I did all that without my father. It's just to say, I said all that to say, what about if I would have had him? I did all this without my father, quitting 8 years, doing this and doing that. Just imagine if I stay in the gym my whole life, fight amateur, turn pro, Muhammad Ali coming to my fights. Yeah. Oh, man, I'd be a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, just thinking about that, it bothers me. And, you know, I'm 53. The older I get, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? It bothers me. Me and my mother, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship ain't the same because I'm like, you know, I just asked my mother, I'm like, you know, you made me. I said, if I could box, if my father was alive, if I was boxing, my father was alive. If he died, what difference would it make? I still should be able to box. Nah, you know what I mean? That's my mother. I love her. You know what I'm saying? She apologized to me a couple of years ago. But, you know what I'm saying? She I mean, I don't know. I ain't going to say she young or whatever, but she just made a decision that was a huge decision. It was a huge decision. She made a decision for somebody else that really kind of altered my life. You know what I'm saying? It altered my life a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the older you get and the time away, you're not in the sport no more, them 8 years, it
So
hurt
if I understand you right, I ain't messing up. Your mom wanted you to stop.
My mother made me stop. Oh. My mother made me stop. My mother changed my whole life. That's why I was telling when I started off.
Why she wanted you to stop? She thought
my mother was Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
She was, you know what I'm saying? She was religious. She thought she was making the right decision, and you can't not. She not perfect. She made a decision that she thought was right, but it affected somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? And that take a lot out of it.
But you still made it, so
that's what make it even worse.
You still
now
made
see
it.
now listen. If I would have came back and not really made it, or been like, well, shit, I guess I really wasn't that good. For me to know I was that good and make it even worse, and make it worse, because I should have been. I could have been one of the greatest fighters in history. I could have been a GOAT.
Yeah.
I was in the ring with 4 Hall of Famers: Floyd Mayweather, Mike McCullum, James Toney, and Roy Jones. And I held my own with all of them.
I see your point, because there's one undefeated opponent in boxing, and that's Father Time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So,
like I said, when I first come back, of course I wasn't thinking about it. But at 36, 37, 38, I'm thinking like, man, if I would have had them 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not, but it ain't I don't hate my mother. It ain't nothing like that. I'm just saying, you asked me a question, I'm just telling you how I feel about my life. And it changed my life. And I told my mother, I said, who was you to change my legacy? Who was you?
She had no idea.
Like, I know. Like I said, nobody. Like I'm saying, because nobody knew.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Look.
No, she just trying to protect her.
I'm gonna give you an example. I was alcoholic. You know I was alcoholic. I was at the Fernwood Park every day, drunk every day 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll see somebody on TV. I saw the 1990 Golden Gloves. And I was like, man, I could beat them dudes. And my friends was laughing. Like, man, get the fuck out. You know, you alcoholic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's motherfucker saying. Like, man, yo, drunk ass, shut up. I said, man, I could beat them dudes. And the crazy person was, it was Jeremy Williams won the 1990 National Golden Gloves. I said, man, I could beat them dudes. And people laughed at me. So just imagine, I'm drinking every day. I quit boxing. I ain't doing shit. I'm hanging. I'm just trying to have sex and this and all that. And I just tell everybody, I'm finna make the Olympic team. This December 1990, I'm gonna make the Olympic team in a year and a half. And everybody laughed. And I made it for real. You know what I'm saying?
So you spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just had the skills. I was good enough. That was how good I was.
You still had to believe in yourself too.
I mean, what I tell you before you got here, I tell you why I got belief in myself.
Muhammad Ali.
I showed him a video of me training in front of a crowd when I was 7 years old. I was training in front of a crowd with Muhammad Ali when I was 7. So why is anything else gonna make me nervous?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I was a superstar when I was 7 years old.
Yeah. You was on top of the world.
I was signing my. People was like, man, they thought I was Muhammad Ali's son. I'm signing. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I was going. That's the shit.
That's dope.
My pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging with Muhammad Ali on the daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Deer Lake,
I was
Pennsylvania.
getting ready to say you was up in Deer Lake.
Yeah, I'm in Deer Lake, man, with Muhammad Ali for months, not a day. Like he trained. I was there his whole training camp, 2 months,
wow.
every day hanging with him, laughing, joking, kicking, and talking.
Your dad was one of the part of his training team.
My father brought some sparring partners for him.
Okay.
When he fought Leon Spinks, since Leon Spinks was small, he sent my father brought Freddie Reed and Dave Bingo Bradley to go to camp to get Ali in shape.
Okay.
And I'm kicking with Ali every day. You know what I'm saying?
And before you got here, Jabbo, what I thought was amazing, how he just said how quick he made the Olympic team. I'm like, you started professional fighting in 93. By 97, he the champ.
I'm breaking down for you. Because I didn't learn how to box in 1990. I learned how to box as a kid, and I quit for 8 years. I had my first fight in 1991. By 1995, that's 4 years. Only 4 years of boxing. I made the Olympic team and beat James Toney. 4 years of boxing. Can't nobody say they did no shit like that in their life. Yeah. Hey, nobody. Dang. I know George Foreman and Deontay Wilder. They made the Olympic team with only like 20-something, 30 fights. I know something like that. But they ain't beat no legend in 14 pro fights. Yeah. James Toney was a Hall of Famer when I fought him. He's a 2-time world champ with 48 fights when I fought him with 14 fights. Yeah. And I won every round and every scorecard on all 3 judges' scorecards. I won the last 3 rounds. Like a fucking legend. I beat a legend, and I beat this motherfucker every round from round 10, 11, and 12.
That's dope.
That's championship rounds. I did that shit in 4 years.
That's dope, bro.
I told Roy Jones, I said, man, I did that shit in 4 years, man.
That's what we produced on the south side of Chicago, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just had I just had a fucking crazy ass roller coaster ride, man.
So it sounds like some of your biggest influences as a father figure is one of the biggest ones is Muhammad Ali.
Well, Muhammad Ali's besides my pops, Muhammad Ali and Eddie Murphy, the 2 greatest men on this earth. But Muhammad Ali, number 1. You know,
why Eddie number 2? What did Eddie?
I mean, Eddie just because I couldn't box. Because I couldn't box, I got into comedy. You know what I'm saying? I liked Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And he took over because I couldn't box no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up.
What's that?
I forgot he got he been in the lab working on his comedy, man.
Yeah. Man, I ain't doing
Renaissance
that. Man. I'm not. It's so much going on in my life right now. It's just too hard to, because I'm a competitor, so I want to be at my best at everything. I can't be at my best right now with comedy, so I'm chilling right now. But I'm trying to get back to that point. I'm just all I'm gonna say.
You still got a fight coming up, right?
I'm supposed to be fighting Mark Coleman. It's supposed to be October 14th with Celebrity Boxing. They pushed it back to November. Okay. So, like, I'm running. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my body in shape and everything. probably I'm getting the gym.
You look fit too, man.
I left that sugar alone. Left that sugar alone, man. Left that sugar alone. I lost 30 pounds, man. Left the sugar alone. Pescatarian. Left that liquor alone, man, and that weight just fell off, man.
Man, that's cool, man.
And I feel great every morning.
That's good. Hey, tell me about waking up that morning, knowing you about to in a few hours fight for the championship belt of the world. What was that day like, man? Waking up, up to getting into that ring? Like, what is that mindset? What is that physical?
I mean, when me and James fought the second time, he was already set to fight Roy Jones. Like, he knew he was gonna win. So when I beat him, they gave me the fight. So I'm at Yorktown Mall with Troy, my first wife, and my lawyer called me like, "Hey man, it's time, bro. They say they want James, they want Roy Jones. Roy Jones wants him." I'm like, "For real?" I'm like, I know it's gonna be a nice little money, you know what I'm saying? Because I made $500,000 with James, so I'm like, I was like, how much you talking about? It's like $850. I'm like, damn, like I made it. I said, ooh, I was like, I made it. I was like, ooh, I was in the mall, Yorktown Mall. I was like, man, I'm finna be rich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was comfortable. I wasn't a millionaire yet, but that made me a millionaire. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So the thing with boxing, they call you and they offer the fight, and then you find out the money. Okay, $850. You happy at that moment. Boom. Monday when you go to the gym, you don't think about that no more. We ain't think about the money. We ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's out the door. It's just business, training. So it's like the first day I found out, and then after the fight when they bring you the check. That's the second time I think about it.
Yeah.
They get that check in their
payday.
Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So they say $850. I'm like, man, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked up because I found out it's always more on the table. You know what I'm saying? Because
not knowing how to negotiate.
Yeah, the first time I fought James Toney, my lawyer just asked me, called me, said, man, do you think you beat James Toney? And I sparred him in 92, just 95. I know I got better. I said, he ain't got no better. I was like, yeah, I'll fight him. There's $60,000 on the table. I said, tell him 100, I'll do it. They called me back like, okay. I'm like, damn, I should have said more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They called me back too soon. So the second time, when I fought James, they said, he HBO fighter, you not HBO fighter, so he gets $750, you get $250. I said, no, I beat this nigga. I'm like, no. I should have said, no, I should get $750, but I said, no, it should be $500 a piece. And they said, okay. I said, damn, I should have said $7. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they saying too fast. So, but with Roy, with the $850, I'm like, I said, well, it's almost close to $1 million, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
But you probably could have got $1 million.
Yeah, if I could have said, give me $1 million, they probably would have did it. But maybe not. Who knows? But
they could have counted. They might have counted with 900.
I mean,
Yeah.
But that's the one fight I messed up because I negotiated the first two.
So you do them yourself?
I'm just saying. The first two times I said, if you give me 100, I take it. If you give me 500, I take it. So I negotiated my own.
Okay.
Stuff. I did that like 3-4 times. I negotiated a fight so good one time, but my lawyer said, Barry, I'm not even gonna charge you. He said, you did this by yourself. I negotiated a fight one time where I got 3 times more than I should have got. And I did it by myself.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not even charging. So I did it a few times, but I should have did it that one time with the $850 with Roy.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? So okay, you get the fight, you're gonna make the money, and then y'all kick it before you leave, and then it's camp, and then it's just straight serious. You know what I'm saying? It's just anyway, it's straight serious after that. Being with him changed. It made me who I was.
Yeah.
It made fame and all that mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you could say it's one person that you ever heard say, man, Griff was kind of big headed, or treated me kind of, or thought he was too good. I don't think you would hear that from nobody.
Nah, I definitely.
It might be one hater who might say some shit.
No, I definitely never said that. You definitely carried it well.
Man, I saw Muhammad Ali.
From the beginning.
I saw Muhammad Ali signed every autograph, took every picture. I gotta
learn from
do
the
it.
best.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Learn from the best.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you at Foot Locker, man.
Yeah.
Brought you in there. You was humble, man. And I think you was fresh out the Olympics or something at the time I met you.
Yeah, I had just turned pro.
Yeah.
Because I had some money.
Like I told him on the phone when you called. He was like, man, this is my tail, man. What you mean? I'll be there, man. What you mean, man? Tell left jab. Come on. What are you talking about, man?
Come on, man.
Hey, but you was supposed to come, man. You was supposed to come last Friday. You went down there to the fight, man. How was that fight with Spence and Bud?
It was depression.
How do you see it from a fighter's
point of view? It was sad. It was sad. Okay. Now, because I've been training in Vegas since '93, and I lived there 4 years, so I've been to some nice fights in Vegas. Okay. So after the Mike Tyson Holyfield fight, ever since that day, I've never been to a fight that was as big as that fight.
Yeah.
So I always compare them. So I'm like, okay, I said, Holyfield and Mike Tyson's #1 to me. I said Floyd and Pacquiao.
You talking about just the build up,
this everything, the event, not the magnitude fight, of it. Who was at the fight?
Yeah.
The crowd, the girls, the fun, the parties, everything. The Mike Tyson fight, it was the greatest thing I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Greatest.
Floyd and Pacquiao, I was let down. It was now that fight was kind of country. It was like kind of ghetto like. It was like the broke girls was coming there trying to make money. No, for real, like for real. I'm like, man, the cheesy girls. I'm like, are they thinking people gonna pick them up? I'm just saying, when Mike Tyson fighting Holyfield, you see the prostitutes. They you know what I'm saying?
I'm weak, man.
I was let down.
Say the second string was out.
Man, I'm like, these girls trying to come and get picked up. Man, I was let down. I'm like, man, how does Earl? I'm like, man, I'm so excited about this fight, bro. Man, Derek James, I've been knowing him since '92. We was on the U.S. team together.
So you let down by the lack of competitiveness of the fight?
I'm explain. So, I'm explain everything. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, and I think I'm true. I think I'm right. But so we waited for 4-5 years for this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I know Earl having weight problems. Like I knew I stayed with Bud for 2 weeks. I didn't stay with him, but we trained in his gym for 2 weeks. And I seen him like, man, dude kind of big. I think he was like 167 and he ain't had no fat. I'm like, man, dude big. Earl bigger, but I'm like, Bud big too. So I'm like, I'm like, they both got to go up soon. And I'm saying when Earl fought Ugas, I could tell by his body. I could tell when he looked drained. Yeah. I could tell certain steps he's taking. I'm like, that weight killing him. That weight killing him. And then I see when he snap out of it and his legs work quicker. I could see that. So I'm like, I know. Maybe he can fight at 47 again, but I know it's time to move up soon, right? And I'm not making no excuse. We just talking about the truth.
But it sounds like both of them need to go up.
Yeah.
From what you're saying.
If you see him at the press conference, Bud looked ashy. So I'm like, man, he having weight problems too. You know what I'm saying? I told Sean Simpson, I was like, bro, I said, Bud looked kind of weak too. I already knew Earl was gonna be weak. I know he got probably making 47, but when I seen Bud was look weak, I'm like, okay, we might have a good fight, and so I'm looking at the weigh-in. Nothing wrong with Earl. Look good and everything, and Bud actually left fast. He probably go drink and get the water back in him. So everything cool. So we hanging out. I see Roy Jones, Michael Nunn, Ray Mercer, everybody. We hang out. Everything beautiful. I'm looking forward to the fight. I go to the fight. I get a nice hookup on the ticket. My man Lewis, much respect. So I'm at the fight. I'm sitting there, and I'm excited. I'm like, man, they finna come out. Man, I'm hyped up. Man, it's on. And Extra Plug came on. So the music came on, so I looked up at the screen. Man, when Earl came out and I seen his face, I said he lost. I said it's over. When I seen his face, I said he lost.
What was in his face?
Man, when I seen his face, he just looked like glassy eyed. Like a lot of people saying he was high.
Yeah, I did see something on the internet.
People saying like he was high.
You didn't see it like when we was watching a fight? Because when he came out, I was like, something don't look right with him. When I looked at Bud come out, when we was at Newman House, and then when Earl came out, I don't know, I saw it in his face. I definitely saw it.
I was like,
and I don't know what it is I saw, but I just didn't see somebody who looked focused
I
to
had
win the
never
fight.
seen
That's
that
what
like
I
that.
saw. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, you gotta be joking, man.
Because I'm a casual fan of boxing, so I don't really know them too, but I didn't expect to know who was gonna win.
Well, I predicted that fight down to the.
You did. You won. You won that day too.
But remember, I was telling you what was gonna happen in the fight before the fight, and it played out exactly what I said. And I ain't gonna take all the credit, but I watched a lot of analysts that analyzed the fight, and with a little bit of knowledge that I know, and I took all the information, and then I came up with what I believe based on listening to Teddy Atlas and all them different cats. And when I saw it, what I said was, I think they right, because I've watched both of them fight. I haven't watched like all their fights, but I watched enough fights to get an idea how Bud fight, how Earl fights. And I saw that Earl is a straightforward fighter. He comes straight at you. You know what I'm saying? And he just pressure, and he eventually overwhelms his opponents. Whereas Bud, everybody kept saying how he got a lot more tools. So I said, watch, he gonna counterpunch him. And when I was explaining for the fight, I said, watch, he gonna counterpunch him, and Bud gonna touch him. The question gonna be, can he take it?
Well,
he was able to take him though.
Well, I knew that. I said, I told everybody, Earl can't go too big. He can't go too big and throw too big because Bud gonna pick him apart. Right, he gonna pick him apart. But I'm not taking nothing away from Bud Crawford. If Earl was 100%, it's a chance Bud could beat him.
Not with that style, though.
Huh?
Not with the style.
No, I said.
Styles don't match
no,
up.
that's what I'm saying. I said if Earl was 100%, I said it's a chance that Bud could beat him.
I believe if he came out at whatever weight, whatever 100%, if he had that same style, I think Bud still would have picked him apart.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I said if Earl is at 100%, it's still a chance that Bud could beat him.
Okay. That's
what I'm saying. So I'm not knocking. I'm not taking nothing away from Bud Crawford. All I'm saying is that fight shouldn't have been that one-sided. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Something was wrong. He wasn't 100%. Yeah. And look, I'm gonna tell you. This is the business of boxing. You want me to tell you the business of boxing? Okay. This is the deal right here. I guarantee you, I'm right about this. Earl Spence had an accident 3 years ago. Almost died. Earl Spence had an eye injury, but he beat Danny Garcia, and he beat Mikey Garcia, and he beat Ugas. He got hurt, got shook up a little bit. So Bud Crawford and Bo Mack looked at each other. They said, he ain't 100% no more. Let's fight him. And we know he got weight problems, right?
Yeah.
It's the best time to fight. Let's fight him.
Yeah.
So Earl, who didn't really have to fight Bud, Earl finna fight Keith Thurman at 54 because he couldn't make 47 no more. But so many people, man, make the fight.
Well, to me, they've been running from Bud for years, man.
Nah, it wasn't running. It's business. You got to understand. Bud was with Bob Arum. Earl was with Al Heyman. Al didn't want to show Bud the receipts of the money coming in because they were saying, "No, Earl the number one. He the A side. You don't need to see nothing. We just gonna pay you what you want to." And Bud was like, "Nah." But Earl just took over and was like, "Nah, you know what? If you watch the end of the fight, Bud Crawford said this fight wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you." Right?
I watched all the interviews.
So Bud Crawford and Bo Mack knew this man wasn't 100%. So yeah, let's take a chance. Let's fight him. Right? He got weight problems, accident, this and all that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna tell everybody, I don't want to hear no excuse that he got weight problems or you're not right.
But he was calling his name before the accidents.
Oh. No, I'm not.
I'm just letting you know that I'm just putting it out there too.
I just hate that.
He definitely was calling his name.
Like, I hate that they didn't fight before the accident.
Yeah.
Because that's all. I just wanted to see them both at 100%. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stevie wanted to know that Earl Spence won 100%.
So what about a rematch?
I hope Earl retire. I hope they do not let this man fight. He's suffering from neurological damage.
But is that true? I mean, people keep saying that.
Bro, a doctor diagnosed him just seeing him. A doctor said because of that car accident, they're looking at he said his wife was like, man, that boy look high. He's like, nah, that's from the car accident. It's neurological damage. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, hey, that's not no excuse.
But that ain't officially. This is opinions that we talking about with him having
this is a
neurological
doctor.
damage.
This is a.
But he didn't examine him. I heard the doctor that said it just watching him like we watching him.
This is a doctor. Why is he looking like that? He wasn't looking like that before accident. Why he looking like that now?
How did he look like? Did he look like that the last fight? You say he had 3 fights.
He didn't look as bad as he looked.
See, that's the question. He done had 2-3 fights since the accident.
That's what I'm saying. So he got more and more wear and tear on his body. And like I said, this ain't no excuse. But this is the business of boxing. Listen, Earl Spence said, Bud, let's put this fight together. And Bud's like, hell yeah. Because he knew it wasn't right. Right? Earl Spence said to himself, I'm gonna try to find this magic one more time. Because what'd he say? This is my last fight at 47. I'm going up.
Yeah, he
right.
Going up
so he said, I'm gonna try to find this magic one more time. I'm gonna fight the dude.
Well, it was everything else. You can't discount the fact that it was a unification. You know what I'm saying? It was a 4-belt era.
Had to fight.
And the purse that was gonna be.
No, the purse still would have been the same at 54.
At 54?
Yeah, it still would have been the same.
I think they wanted to unify the 4.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. He
was
wanted,
part of the hype.
No, that's what I'm saying. He wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's a fighter. All he knows is how to fight. That's what he loves. Whether he's right or he's wrong, is he good or not, that's all he know. He a fighter. Just like the doctor said. Just like the doctor said. He said Earl said, "Well, my timing was off." He said that's what people be thinking when they damaged mentally, neurologically damaged. You thinking something ain't working. Like, man, why it ain't working? I must just be off. His body just shut down on him.
It wasn't working because of them L&Rs.
Nah,
them lefts and them rights.
He won the first round, and after that, when he got knocked down off that little flash shit, I said he ain't right. It's
Money.
over. Huh?
So with that, like you said, in the business side, what is like
it was the
best thing of that you experienced? What is the best thing like about boxing, and then what's like that worst thing about? Well, like,
the worst thing about boxing is the business. The business part.
Side.
Yeah.
That's what made me ask. Just listen to this conversation, man.
Look at my fight in the Olympics in '92. I fought the German, the world champion, 6'5". I cut his eye open on national. He was bleeding like a pig on national TV. They ain't stopped the fight. That's never happened in boxing history. Ain't no amateur fight gonna keep going after no cut. Okay. And I lost my gold medal because of that. That's the business of boxing.
Hold on, why you lose? Because he was bleeding?
They gave him the decision.
Oh, because they gave him the decision.
Yeah, they wouldn't stop the fight.
And bleeding.
But they took 3 points from me. With 46 seconds to go, they took 3 points from me, and that's how I lost. That's the business of boxing.
So is it the rule though? If they start bleeding, that the fight stops?
Look, I done seen fights get stopped with nosebleeds.
Saying this Mark, he
bleeds.
He bleeds. He cut. This is an amateur fight,
right?
And they let him fight with a patch over his eye the rest of the Olympics. And the dude he beat for the silver medal, I beat him a month before the Olympics. So I beat the gold medalist and silver medalist, and I ain't got a medal. But it's life.
Yeah.
So but that's the business of boxing.
You ain't the only one. I remember when they robbed Mayweather like that too.
Yeah, but at least they robbed him, but he got a medal.
At least he
got a silver.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing to show my kids. I don't have nothing. I've been in the ring with the gold medalists and silver medalists. Did pretty good, and I ain't got a medal.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? That's life, man. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like, my whole career, my whole life, I just keep coming up short.
You well respected, man. Very well respected.
I'm respected because of the shit I did. Nobody gave me nothing. You respect me because you can say, man, this motherfucker went to the Olympics in 1 year and made the Olympics team. This motherfucker beat James Tone. This motherfucker beat Roy Jones. So that's why you respect me. But I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me nothing. I worked for it.
That's how we all get it, though.
But I got fucked so many times. Man, I got fucked so many times in boxing. And that gold medal, that's like the making the Olympic team, bro, was the greatest experience of my life. In December 1991, I had my first fight in 8 years. December 1992, I was number 1 in the nation and made the Olympic team in 6 months.
Wow.
I did that shit in a year and a half. 30 fights.
Wow.
Come on, man.
So, but you saying to being the worst, we was watching a fight, though, and this is just something I looked at, and I don't know if Jabbo was watching. Then I want you to go back to what's best. So don't let me forget what's the best part. But before the main fight came on with Spence and Bud, I'm watching them show Roy Jones on TV. I'm watching them show whoever else on TV.
Someone at the fight?
Yeah, before the fight came on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just watching the faces that they show, and I know you down there. So I'm like, man, put the camera on my homie. Put the camera on my homie.
I ain't never got no juice like that. I've never got no love like that in boxing.
You're a champion.
I've never got no love like that in boxing.
But I noticed that they didn't show your face, and I'm like, you know?
I've never got no love like that in boxing, ever. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing like that. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't right for me. I don't know. I did superstar shit, but I ain't never got treated like a superstar. But it is what it is. You know, so I got some love. I had some fun, but the best thing probably. Yeah. The best thing about boxing? The best thing about boxing is first of all, we love the game. So we all fought for free. We box for free because we love the game.
Yeah,
so getting paid, I probably made about $4 million in my career. It's decent. Should have been way better, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's probably great for a lot of people, but it's decent. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's decent. It's decent for me because I know it should have been way more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
But it reminds me when you look at the music industry the same way, when they talk about their early contracts and getting fucked, and you know how the corporations really, you know, rape the artists. The same thing, big business. Yeah, they don't always make the lion's share.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but you know, it's a lot of dirty backstabbing under the table stuff. So, like I said, I'd have boxed for free. So to get paid, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like. Like people always say, this will crack me up right here. And I might be wrong, but fuck that. I ain't never wrong on this. Okay. People always say money don't make you happy. Money don't bring you happiness. Okay. The more money I had, the happier I was. The more money I had, the happier I was my whole life. You was just able to do things that the average person couldn't do. Man, I know it's millionaires that kill themselves. I know I suffer from mental health. You know what I'm saying? Everybody suffer from mental health. I suffer from mental health. So I could see why a billionaire kill himself or something like that. But the more money I had, the more fun, the better more fun you had. Yeah. The better mood I was in. Yeah. So the best part was the money, and it's crazy that people that you didn't think knew you know you. Like Denzel Washington walked up to me and spoke to me. Wow. Shaquille O'Neal walked up to me and spoke to me. Wow. O.J. Simpson walked up to me the second time I met him and spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, the girls and the cars. And I mean,
I go at Gino's, your pictures up on the wall.
I had some fun, man.
I said, that's my homie on the wall right there.
I had some fun, man. I had a ball, man.
I was fortunate enough to be at a few of them situations,
we had a ball, man.
Yeah. But I agree with you because the more money I have, even though it's not on that level,
I'm just saying. People say money can't buy you happiness, and I never believe that shit. I don't shit. Better make that shit make you happy.
Hey man, so let me go to how you feel about the Roy Jones fight, man. Let's talk about because y'all had 2 fights, man. How
Roy Jones, my man.
Hey, how's y'all relationship? Yeah,
Roy, we've been going back and forth. Talking about it. And, I mean, he destroys me because he was on TV. He could talk about how he did this Montell, why he did this Montell. And I was like, bro, why the fuck you always dogging me out, man? Like, I ain't never said shit bad about you. No, man, I don't mean no disrespect. But he still do it again. But he always laugh and apologize every time I see him. I just know Roy Jones. One thing about Roy Jones that I never know is Roy Jones is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm a better fighter than him, but I'm just saying I could fight good enough to be in the ring with Roy Jones, but he's a superstar when it comes outside the ring. So you know what I'm saying? Like to this day, I text him and I said, bro, I'm gonna bug this shit out you because you a fucking superstar. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fucking with like we cool now. Right. So I text him and I say, hey, bro, I just ask him any question. Like, I need to know, motherfucker. I'm going to bug the shit out you because you're a superstar to me.
Yeah.
And he laugh and he answered the question. You know what I'm saying?
So it's good y'all got a good relationship, man. You know?
I mean, it's cool, man. It is what it is, man. But, okay. We go, the first fight, I go to camp. I'm trying to remember. I went to camp. Probably, yeah, really, but I mean, Big Bell. Went to camp Big Bell. I went to camp 8 weeks. Probably ain't had sex 6 weeks before the fight. Felt good.
And so is that because of the power? What is the thing about not having sex before training? Before the fight?
Everybody, it reacts on everybody differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I heard people say they feel strong like that.
Yeah, that's what I always heard.
Chris Bird, he did a thing on TV. He had sex and took a test. He had a sex and then went to train. Then he trained without having sex, and his power was more when he had sex. So it's all. This is the thing about sex. It take your edge away. See what I'm saying? If I'm mad and I want to kill this motherfucker, I'm gonna destroy him. I can't wait. Okay, and then you fuck. You gonna be like,
right? Yeah. All that is released.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you in shape, so you gonna keep fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I heard Bud was asked that same question.
I think he said it don't bother him, right?
And he was on $1 million worth of game, and he said that he had sex before every fight.
Right.
And he said, but what he do is he don't have sex the way he normally would.
He'll make love. He just
meaning
bust.
that you know what I'm saying. He ain't picking the girl up. He ain't trying to bang her out. He just might lay on his back, or he might just allow himself to release. Okay. You see what I'm saying? He said because it take your legs away. He said if you think about it, if you have a lively session, when you get up, your leg, you feel it all in your lower extremity.
But it's just if you
active like that, you know.
To me, sometimes you feel stronger, sometimes you feel weaker. So that's why I ain't want to take a chance. You know
but I'm talking about if you exerting yourself, you in there, you know what the young girls say, pound town. You going to pound town. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like anything, if you was running or playing, wrestling or something, you know.
Okay, but you ain't had sex for 6 months.
Yeah, 6 weeks. I did 6 weeks.
Okay.
I had a good count. I felt good. Everything was good. I got a little tired. And that 9th round, when he caught me with the shot, I was a little tired, but I was catching my second wind. And
so again, that's when I asked you this question earlier. When y'all take that powerful shot, that's when that
it wasn't even like that.
Okay.
What happened was, I'm gonna tell you what happened. It's a split second. I saw the right hand coming. I said I could block it or I could roll. And I said I'm gonna roll with it. And it ended up hitting me in the back of the head, and I got a little dizzy. I said, Montell, you winning this fight. Take a knee, and we got to win the last 3 rounds. I'm telling myself this. So I just take a knee. I'm chilling. I take a knee, and I'm trying to find the referee. Boom.
Yeah.
And I get hit.
Well, you had him frustrated, man.
Yeah, of course he was. Of course he was frustrated.
And he was having a hard time figuring you out.
When I fought Roy Jones in March of 1997, they said he was the greatest fighter ever. They say he's the greatest fighter ever. I beat the man fair and square. I was beating the man. He was winning by 2 points on one scorecard, 1 point on one scorecard, and I was winning by 1 point on scorecard. But they gave him a bogus knockdown. He threw a punch in his leg with me, and I fell. He knew I wasn't hurt because when I got up, he didn't even jump on me. He knew he didn't hit me. Yeah. He threw his leg with me, and he just touched my chest, and I fell. He knew the ref knew it wasn't no knockdown. So, but that knockdown, if they didn't call that knockdown, I'm winning those two scorecards in this
I
draw.
agree.
So I'm winning the fight, bro.
I agree.
They say he's the greatest fighter ever, and I got with him. I got with him. He an awesome talent. He one of the baddest motherfuckers ever. He was pound for pound. I beat two people who was pound for pound the greatest fighter in the world, and I'm 3-1. Wow. Two people.
Roy Jones and
James Toney. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gotta lie. I'm gonna be truthful. James Toney was number one pound for pound fighter in November. When he fought Roy, he lost, and when I fought him in February, he was 3 months later, but he was the number one pound for pound fighter.
Yeah,
and I fought him 3 months later. Roy was the number one pound for pound fighter when I fought him the first time, and I got the win. I deserved a win. He was frustrated. And you know what I'm saying? He apologized to me after the fight. Like, man,
you could see that he was basically trying to let me get him out of here.
Yeah,
because you was down on your knee for damn near 2 seconds.
He caught out with 20 and he took it.
Yeah.
He didn't think they was gonna disqualify him. That's all.
Yeah.
He didn't think, I couldn't because when I went down and heard the referee count, I'm like, damn. I said they gonna count me out, and they called me out, and I got up and I said, man, I can't believe this. My brother said, man, I think they're going to disqualify him. Like I just heard.
They're still in the ring? Yo.
We still in the ring.
Okay.
I can't believe
That's because it was that bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah,
it was terrible. Man, I'm winning the fight. I'm in the fight. I'm winning the fight. And
I'm like, damn, what the fuck was that?
Frustrated.
You wasn't on your way to your knee. You was on your knee almost for 4
No, I took the knee.
yourself.
He didn't knock me down.
Yeah.
Now, if he would have hit me, knocked me down, and then hit me, then I could see. I done seen a lot of fights can't hold back.
In
But
momentum.
I took
you
a
was
step
collecting
back.
yourself.
I looked at him, took a step back so I could take a knee. And I'm like just chilling. I looked at the referee, boom. So at the first, I'm trying to tell the referee, like, you gonna let him hit me? And he hit me with the same load up. I just thank for the God I ain't get killed or get hurt. It was dirty as fuck. I could have got hurt. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. Roy Jones, my man. First of all, I just the whole thing about James Toney and Roy Jones. And like I lost to Tarver, I lost to some other guys, but the thing about Roy Jones and James Toney, man, they pound for pound fighters, they Hall of Famers, they legends, they all time greats.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have lived the life that I live.
Absolutely.
So I ain't got nothing negative to say about them. Roy, my man, like I said, I could text him right now, he hit me back. But as far as the second fight,
hey, wait. Before you go to the second fight, bro. No. When you came home to me, my question is, how did the South Side of Chicago, the Hunters, treat you, bro, when you got back?
The Hunters showed me love. I was hanging. Bro. I was still hanging at the 50-yard line on 75th. So, you know what I'm saying? I was a world champ. I went to the bar every day, just chill.
Yeah, you
like
came
I said,
right back home, man.
I was arrogant, but I was arrogant arrogance as an athlete. All athletes are arrogant because we got that confidence. So I was arrogant, but I didn't feel I was better than nobody.
I never seen you shit on nobody.
No, of course not. No, you know what I'm saying? I've never in my life shitted on nobody. But I'm just saying, I was arrogant, but I didn't think I was better than nobody. So
that makes sense.
I just, man,
you had a mindset to win your fight.
Right. I just, man, I had confidence. I did a lot my life was so crazy. I did so much in a little short period of time. You know what I'm saying? I was broke. I was homeless in 93. In 95, I was rich. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? How many people, I'm saying, like things happened so fast for me that it kind of was bad. Because I just knew I started expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Things I was...
That it was going to stay like...
Just scared.
Like
just
that.
keep coming. So I spent money and did
Yeah.
stuff maybe I shouldn't have did. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was about to ask you that. Like, did you know how to manage that money
I
about
had-
this
I
age?
had,
Did you do something different
I
than
was,
you
bro.
did back then?
I think he. I don't know if he know about this part, but he heard about it.
Okay.
I was cheap as hell, bro. Everybody used to be like, "Man, you the cheapest millionaire I've ever seen in my life." But I wasn't wasting no money. You know what I'm saying? The only hit I took was divorce. You know what I'm saying? That's what the hit, and it was 4 years. You know what I'm saying? She's and I ain't got my first ex-wife, man. I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't hate nobody, man. Shit. That was my ex-wife. as my kid's mother. It is what it is.
You in a good place, bro.
I'm 53, bro. I mean, I can't be at a point just like, man, man, this fucked up.
Life's too short, yeah.
It is what it is, and hey, I gotta live. I gotta deal with it. As decisions I make, fuck it, nothing I can do about it, man. I had a hell of a ride, bro. Hell of a ride. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
And so I'm working on the second half of my life.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and we get to write the book.
You said what?
We get to write the book on the second half of our life. We get to dictate what our life gonna look like. You know.
I got my own boxing gym. My father had opened up a gym in '71. I opened up a gym 5 years ago.
Shout out Windy City.
Windy City Boxing Club. I kept it going. I was Clarence Griffin, Windy City Boxing Club, and I was forced into it. So I was a Cook County sheriff and got suspended. You know what I'm saying? Ended up getting fired for defending myself.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Right. God stepped to me, and I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm not finna. After he stepped to me, I wasn't finna turn my back and walk out the joint. We gotta talk now. You stepped to me. I'm not finna turn my back. So we gotta finalize this now. Yeah. So I ended up stealing on him, and I got suspended. So I was forced into that, and that's crazy.
Do you get that a lot, man? Did that ever happen to you? Somebody just want to challenge?
I was a sheriff for 6 years, and I had no problem with nobody. I had a couple of arguments,
I think because you the champ, people want to.
Everybody knew who I was, but it's still some assholes there. Like it was guys, even the guy who I ended up getting into it with. He was acting like an asshole one day. And then the next day he acting for extra tray. I said, I was a bitch yesterday. He's like, man, I was just having a bad day. So that's one thing I learned about them. They'd be like, man, CO, man, okay. I went to court, I got 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had some bad, man, my bad. So I didn't really care about that, but he took a step to me. I had to defend myself. And I'm going to fight that twice. It's been 7 years, and I didn't spend a lot of money, and I'm really pissed off about it, and it really bothers me. Mm-hmm. But I don't regret what I did. Whatever happened, if I don't get my money back, whatever, if it go bad, I still don't regret it. That man, and he attacked another officer and got 15 years. He threw shit on the officer. I wasn't turning my back on this guy.
Yeah.
So I got suspended. I lived off my savings. I've been living off my savings. I got my gym now. You know what I'm saying? I got my business is going back now, so I'm back, rolling now. But for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of. I had to restart my whole life, bro.
Entrepreneurship.
You know what I'm saying? I got suspended from my job and went in my bank account, opened up a gym. So you know what I'm saying? That's like a double whammy. I ain't got no money coming in, but I'm finna spend this money and took a chance. And 5 years later, we still open. I appreciate that.
Shouts out.
Like I said, I'm doing some other business things, Airbnbs, little property, and I got barbershop, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So we cool. We cool. You know what I'm saying? We still rolling.
That's a great story.
We still rolling, man. You know what I'm saying? They tried to take me down, but I'm still, like Keith Presley say, big wheels keep turning.
Big wheels keep turning. Big
wheels keep turning. I had to keep turning. I had to change I started my whole life over.
Well, sometimes it takes adversity, man, for you to, rise to the occasion, because it happened to me. I can remember losing my job.
Right.
And that's when I...
Because you was giving us too many gym
Throw them in the gutter and go get another.
I take some gym shoes to Jabba. He like, bro, these ain't raggedy enough. He said, they motherfuckers brand new.
What's up, man?
Cause you know how you got to hit him back, beat him up a little bit so you can take him back. I ain't talking too much.
Cut the air bubble.
The statute of limitation on that, I don't know. It's been about 20 years. About 25 years. I don't
know, man. Let's be careful with it.
He'll be like, man, these ain't nothing wrong with these shit.
Yeah. When I had to go back to buying gym shoes, man, it was like, dude, I couldn't understand the concept of spending $100 after getting shoes for free for like 7 years, man.
Yeah, because y'all was part of exclusive.
It was a lot.
Kept my son in gym shoes.
There was a lot of people mad at you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I used to hear the shit that they said about you, bro. I was like, man, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, they was mad.
Because they ain't had a gym shoe there.
Yeah. Jabbo kept us.
I couldn't take care of everybody, man.
Air Max, man. They had everything. Different color Adidas.
You was in Indiana.
K-Swiss. Yeah.
The first time you was in Indiana.
At the end, yeah.
I was in South Holland, so I'll get there in 20, 15 minutes.
Out there in GI.
Man, I had a ball.
Shout out GI.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, man, so going back to your the Windy City to the
Windy City Boxing Club.
The boxing gym, yeah. You know, I had a transportation company, and you hooked me up, and I would take a couple of kids there. And you made a comment just a minute ago. You said they tried to take me down, but they couldn't. And I'm thinking they tried to take you down, and they couldn't do that. But also, you bringing so many people up. When I go in that gym and I look at how many kids look up to you and listen to you and the people that you got working for you, you are helping a lot of people with that, bro.
It's a family environment, bro. Everybody feel comfortable in that gym. Everybody get along. It's never been a problem. Somebody leaves something, nobody take it. You know what I'm saying? I seen one day I had a dude call me like, hey, man, I left my wallet, man. And I got a lot of money in it, man. Could you check? And I turned around and I seen the green. I said, bro, I got it.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got your wallet. It was a nice little bit of money. I said, man, me taking this wallet, man, I ain't gonna get nothing out of this.
Man, that's why Southside treats you like
right.
they
So let me get this man his wallet back. Yeah, nice little amount of change. He came back and got it. I said, bro, so ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no negative stuff going on. Straight positivity, man. I'm just trying.
You got any promising fighters coming
I got my man Xavier Norris. He light heavyweight. He's been through a lot of pressure. He's been put a lot of pressure on him. He's very skillful, but he don't even have the experience. I don't think he got 20 fights.
What's his name? Xavier.
Xavier Norris. He ain't got 20 fights yet, but people put a lot of pressure on him, and he's won a few fights and got robbed. Chicago boxing is it's so terrible. Boxing is just terrible all over the globe, man.
What weight class does he box?
He boxed light heavyweight. It's 176 now. Good kid. I got an up and coming kid, Romari Gallion. He's 9 years old. He's gonna be special. I just hope, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to stay alive so I can see him. So I, you know what I'm saying. I got about eight more years before he can make it big. So I'm just trying to stay alive, man. My old man died at 57, so it be on my mind. You know what I'm saying. I'm 53, so.
Yeah, my dad died in I think 55. All my older brothers, man, they all was saying, hey, when we passed that date, we felt like like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, my brother said he was.
I haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
So
my brother said when he was 57, he was terrified the whole year. So it is what it is. My old man. See, the crazy thing about my old man, he trained, he worked out, he wasn't fat or nothing. He kind of built like you, you know. But back in them days, we eating.
We ain't no help nothing. We
pork chops, fried chicken, every day. Yeah. So
you
know what I'm saying? Yeah, red meat. He's a good guy, man. He it's man, it changed my life.
That's awesome. Man.
Oh my God, and I'm talking about now. I'm saying him passing it made a big in a negative way.
Okay, and I'm thinking in the positive way.
That's what I'm saying, in a negative way, man. Ooh.
When I walked in your gym, man, it's like I thought I was just gonna drop the kid off and leave. The environment that you created in your gym, when I dropped the kid off, I just stay in there and I just kick it, man. Punch on the punching bag, watch everybody teaching each other. You know what I'm saying? Inspiring each other. I'm like, Monty done built a great environment, man. Especially, do you think that boxing is a powerful tool to help the violence in Chicago? Do you think boxing can do that?
I forgot what city. Is it St. Louis? Somewhere where they was fighting in the middle of the street. Two gangs had met up. They put the gloves on and was fighting. They was like, man, people need to do this. So I was like, that'll be. I've been through a couple of little things. Floyd Mayweather came here one time. It was a thing about it was gloves down. I mean, not guns down, gloves up. So yeah, we need that, man. You know what I'm saying? And these kids don't even know how to fight. That's why they shooting.
Yeah.
But they cowards. They don't know how to fight. So they, know what I'm saying? They shooting. There's probably a couple of guys who could fight a little bit. You know, there's always one guy in the crew who could fight a little bit.
Right.
So, but it's just, man. My opinion, I don't know how y'all feel, but in Chicago, which was supposed to be a positive thing, it ruined Chicago. When they knocked down the projects, they moved all these people to different areas that they don't know nothing about. Everybody fighting over territory. You know what I'm saying? The dope in neighborhoods and this and all that. And that's why all the violence and that's why everybody killing each other. Everybody just in new places doing new things and it's crazy. And
hey, so let me jump in there on that, right?
I was finna drop a dime though.
Okay, drop it.
Cause I smoking weed.
Drop it. Okay.
I don't even know what we was talking about. I'm gonna just say this, bro. With the violence, man, and black on black killings, man. I'm gonna say something to you.
Okay.
Y'all might agree, y'all might not. You know what I'm saying? You just close your ears over there. Nah, I'm just playing. But like with that Michael Jordan, LeBron shit that we see on Facebook every day.
That you be heavily involved in.
That shit is slave mentality, bro. That's slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? How in the fuck? How in the fuck can a black kid or a black person choose against another fucking legend? How can anybody not like LeBron James? How could you not like LeBron James? It don't make sense.
So you just can't see it as healthy debate. So what if they did Jordan versus Larry Bird? Would that make a difference?
No, I'm saying the reason though because
I see where you coming from.
This was the thing.
He's likening LeBron James to Muhammad Ali from the humanitarian aspect.
I mean, yeah, he did some great things.
That's what you did some great
things. He did some great things. But I'm just saying, okay, Kareem was the GOAT.
Okay.
And they took that title from Kareem and gave it to Mike. Right? Okay. Nah, okay, well, we know. And I'm not even you know what? I don't even want to talk about that. All I'm going to say is, we talking about blacks on black and violence. And, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, that's an example, man. That's slave mentality, man. We hate each other, bro. We the most talented group ever, man. And we don't even like each other. It's the craziest shit in the world, bro.
But see, you gotta understand, man, that a long time ago, the people that are in control of the media, the government, our systems that's in place, this is all strategically done.
I already know.
You know what I'm saying?
But why are we?
I'm not trying to take nothing away from our responsibility in it, but it's just like,
why are we still falling for it?
If you put people, if you put people in an impoverished situation, man. It's proven that you're going to get certain reactions from no matter what group of people, no matter what race they are.
I understand that.
Poverty is going to cause crime. Crime's going to go up. Murder is going to go up. You know what I'm saying? Violence is going to go up. So they create these communities where those environments are going to breed violence. They're going to breed this, the division.
That's still deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
But then but you got to remember this too. Now you look at the imagery, and I'm talking about the music, the black figures that you're looking up to. Yeah. Look how it's not cool. When we were coming up, it started switching from where the only thing you wanted to be was an athlete or entertainer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, we talking about blacks against blacks.
But I'm kind of adding in the fact of the mentality. You saying why we hate each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we, a lot of the imagery that is in the music, the messaging, is really promoting that negative thought process.
Okay, well, Eddie Futch, this is his opinion, what he told me, and he said, and I'll just cover your ears.
Bridget extra good. Bridget understand everything. She had probably jumped in.
Eddie Futch, he just told me. He said the slave master would tell the house nigga, like, man, you smart. You know what I'm saying? They dumb and they dumb. That's what they can't come in this house. You know what I'm saying? They ain't smart as you. And they'd tell the big strong dude, man, that they weak. They in the house, they weak. And they pit them against each other. And it's 2023 and shit still ain't changed. That's the sad part about it.
So you talking about systemic racism?
All I'm saying, I'm saying they placed us against ourselves.
But the system does the same thing on a wider scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With economics.
Yeah, we already know that, but that's what I'm saying, Jabo. Why are we still letting it happen? How come? Why can't people just?
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
It gets deep, man. Because I'm gonna give you another reason why. Because what are we following? You know, as a young man, you grow up in your neighborhood. You follow somebody. You follow some kind of ideology. You know what I'm saying? Of what you think a man is, what you think you're supposed to be doing, what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that systemic racism broke down the family, the black family.
Yeah, without doubt.
So you got to look at things like when you had to have a single mother couldn't have a man in the household in order to get
right on
assistance,
Section 8, right,
and all those different things like that. They remove the male figures out of the household.
I understand.
Most of these young men out here, they exhibit the emotions of their mothers.
Yeah, no.
If you really pay attention to them, you know,
because they ain't been around no man.
Yeah, they got the emotions of a woman.
That's why I told them. But they can't fight. That's why they shoot.
Yeah. Why are you upset to the point where you want to kill somebody or what somebody said about you, talking about you? If you got a father in your household, you walk in the house and say, "Daddy, they talking about me."
Right.
Your daddy gonna tell you, man. Right. People gonna talk about you all your life, man. Get your ass to sit down somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tell you to go defend yourself if that's what it's about. But whereas your mama, what your mama gonna do? Who said something to my baby? She going out there fighting, going and tell the kid's mama and get involved in something, and now you feeling empowered, like, oh, my mama she gonna ride for me. When really somebody should be telling you, no, you a man.
But it's still
too emotional.
But why do blacks can't stand each other? It's sad, bro. It's sad, bro.
One of the coldest things I saw you do, bro, or y'all do, your crew, it was with black on black crime. We had a guy that really kind of shocked me. His name was Reuben Jones.
I talked about him. That's what I said. December 89.
And
Reuben Jones got killed.
And he got killed, which was devastating to me. That was devastating. I'm like, how Reuben get killed? He's at a bowling alley? Like, what? And then you all kept his name alive, man. Y'all had a picnic. And next thing I know, we used to call it the G thing. Yeah. It just, y'all, it was so, what, how did that go, man?
It became the dead homie picnic, and then it was a gang number, and the police shut it down. It was the dead homie picnic.
Because too many people were saying it was for them. I'm like, I thought it was for Reuben. I go to this. It's for such and such.
They said he was a gang leader. That's what messed up everything.
They were saying Reuben.
He was a part
of
the
gang. What happened with
he got shot
situation?
He got shot in a bowling alley by a black gangster, by a folks dude. He pulled out a gun. They argued. He got shot.
The bowling alley at?
Over east. Over there by Commercial. Torrance. Yeah, over there. Not Torrance, Commercial.
Commercial.
Like the bowling alley, like on 95th. It's a folks bowling alley over there. I forgot.
It's closed now. It's still open.
I don't even know, man. I don't even want to drive around now. You know what I'm saying? Reuben was my man. Reuben was like, Ben Wilson got killed in '84. That was the first time we heard about gun shootings and stuff like that, but Ben Wilson was the first time I knew somebody who got killed.
Yeah,
that shut the city down, man. So many people were sick over there, man.
That
was very sad.
It was terrible.
I was about third grade, maybe in '84. You said this was. I was all in.
How old are you?
I'm 51.
No, I was a freshman in high school. I was third grade.
So '84, right? Oh, so I was in sixth grade. I was in sixth grade. '84, because I graduated from grammar school in '86.
Yeah.
So that means in '84, I was in.
Only 2 years old. So
yeah, I was in sixth grade.
12. Yeah, you was 12.
Yeah, but that like in sixth grade, that was just like. For me, like, hold on, Reuben just graduated. He was the guy. He was the cool guy.
Yeah.
How's he dead? Like that really.
He was that young when he got killed.
No, we talking about Ben.
Oh, Ben Wilson.
I'm mixing up Reuben with Ben now. Yeah. Okay, Ben got killed in '84. I was in sixth grade, but that was still big. Like, man, who was this guy? He was a star basketball player.
He was the first person that got killed that was close to me, and it hit me. So when Reuben Jones, I'm like, damn, when Reuben got killed. You know what I'm saying? You were like, man, why was they over there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just different things come up, but it was just sad, bro. And it it made me go into a depression, bro. What happened was, this what happened. My father died in 83, and I never saw him. My mother, let me see, my mother, I got 2 sisters and a brother. And my mother said, do a vote on, do y'all want them to fly here, or do y'all want them, what they call it when you burn them up? Cremate them, yeah, cremate them. So we all voted that we didn't want to see him. So he got cremated. So I never seen my father dead. So in the back of my mind, it was like, he might not be dead. I'm going to see him on TV one day. Wow. I went through some crazy shit. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't mourn my father. I ain't mourn him because I didn't see him. He just wasn't there no more. So when Ruben died, I mourned 2 people at the same time. And it took me out. Yeah, I wanted 210, fat as hell, lost everything.
Shit that, man. Yeah. I be seeing your kid, they come up to I remember, was it a son or something came up to your gym before?
He was boxing, but
he was cool, man. Your son got swag too, man.
He can fight, but he a brainiac.
Oh, okay.
He go to Tennessee State, everything paid for.
Good stuff.
He got an academic scholarship. I said, man, look, man, go to school, do what you gonna do, and then if you want to box later, it's cool. It won't be too late. But
which one? You're not talking about Terry, right?
Tyrell.
Talking about Tyrell, right?
Yeah, he
How many kids you got?
I got 4.
4? Okay.
The oldest, he 29, but he autistic.
Oh, okay.
Greg and Montell, and then Bria, she playing pro ball in Australia. She mad at me again. She don't talk to me again.
Shout out Bria, man.
Yeah,
she
Bria.
be out there balling, man.
Bria,
straight up.
Yeah, she stopped talking to me every 6 months. But fuck it.
That's
It is what it is.
That's called fathers and daughters,
Hey,
man.
it is what it is. So I got her. I got Terry. He playing. He'll be a junior. He a junior this year. He playing college ball in North Carolina. And then Tyrell going back. I think he leave next week. Go back to school in Tennessee
That's cool,
State.
man. That's cool.
So I just try to be a good father, man. I lost my father at 12, man. I just tried to be there, man, and be the best person I could be, man.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
And I told all my kids, I said, the only time I raised my voice or act like an asshole when y'all was wrong, right? And they all agreed. I said, okay, I ain't no asshole.
That's what daddy's supposed to do.
I just tried to make my best.
Need that guidance.
All right.
Need that guidance.
All we want is for him to make us proud, man.
Yeah. I'm so happy Shayna okay, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shayna, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear Jabbo's daughter got shot in the leg the other day?
No, I ain't telling him no.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Shayna, man. It's been my baby, man, since she was a baby girl, man. Mm-hmm. Definitely, man.
Yeah, there's so much going on in this city,
I'm
man.
so happy that turned out okay for you, man. When I got that news, man, my heart went.
Yeah, man. That was
just
real
kidding.
scary.
Who party was that? Who party was it? That was your girlfriend party?
Oh, yeah.
I was just smoking with her the other day.
Yep. At he talking about
At upper
on 55th
supper
room.
Yeah.
Man, me and her was talking about Bria.
Yeah, that ain't the daughter that he talking about.
Yeah, because I ain't see Shayna there. Yeah.
Sierra.
Yeah. Shout out CC too.
Yeah, Shayna's my older
Oh,
daughter.
my bad, man. Sorry.
Yeah. She all right though. It was just leg through and through, man. But just more Chicago nonsense, man.
Keep them kids in that gym, money, man. Definitely, man. That's definitely doing good. You saving some kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm trying, man. So many people help me, man.
Keep that going, man.
I'm just trying to give back, man. Larry Musgrove, Jesse Reed, Eddie Futch, Dale Torrance, my brother Tim, Amasa, Didi Armour. Didi was my coach at first before Eddie Futch. I appreciate for the people that helped me, man. Oh, Mitchell Stein. I gotta say, Mitchell Stein. Mitchell Stein was the guy who made it happen for my life, and I gotta bring this too because this dude means so much in my life. So I'm in the gym and I'm in Westminster Boxing Club in LA, and I see a kid come in. And as soon as I see him, I knew he was my weight. You know in boxing.
Yeah.
As soon as he walk in, I said, man, dude, my weight. I go to another I go to another. I'm showing off. I put my foot in the gas. I knew this dude was my weight. He walked in with a big white dude, and I put on the show. And I get out the ring. Dude was like, man, I'm Charles Walker. That's Layman Brewster. We trying to. I came here trying to find a trainer for Layman Brewster, but after seeing you, I want you to be on my team. I said, well, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, cause my auntie finna get married, so the lady who I'm staying with, she finna get married. So my time running out. I gotta move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And Charles Walker came in there. I was like, man, I told Mitch about you, and I met Mitch. He said, man, I sent Chuck to go to the gym to find a trainer for Layman, and now you talking about you got another fighter. He said, but that's cool. I like it. I'm gonna give you a chance. So, a tournament called Gene Lewis was coming up in Phoenix, and before I'm warming up, and Chuck walked up to me and said, "I ain't supposed to tell you, but Mitch said if you win this tournament, he gonna take care of you." Man, I destroyed it. The dude right before I went in the ring, he said, "Man, Mitch gonna give you a place to stay and take care of you if you win this." I was like, you gotta be fucking joking. I'm finna go. I'm like, I'm worried. Like, man, I gotta go back to LA. I mean, Chicago. Niggas gonna say
I only get one shot.
Right. They gonna say, he didn't make it. One of my best friends said something that it hit me. I said, I'm going to LA to box to make the Olympic team. He said, you'll be back. That hit me. One of my best friends said that to me. It hit me, but it motivated me.
Yeah.
And this is the second time I got motivated because I knew, I'm like, my money running out, I'm gonna be fucked. But if Mitch take care of me, Mitch was a millionaire lawyer, so. And look, this is the first time I think it was the first time I knocked somebody down, and I think I stopped a guy. I never did that. The dude was like, hey, congratulations on the team. Got me a apartment. I got an apartment in Layman Brewster. Ended up being a heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he walked in that gym. That's why I tell Layman Brewster, I said, bro, and he like my best friend to this day. We never argue. We never had. I said, bro, that when he walked in that gym, that changed my life forever.
Yeah.
He walked in that gym. I talked to Mitch. I went to that tournament and won. He got us an apartment. We was out in Orange County, California, in the boondocks. 2 kids from the Midwest, without a car.
Where Brewster from?
He from Indianapolis. So we 2 hours away from each other. Yeah. We meet in California, and we was in the same tournament. And the 91 Golden Gloves. He was on the other bracket. I was on the other bracket, and he ended up losing sooner. So we never fought each other. We could have fought, but he walked in that gym, and I got it with Mitch. And after I won, Mitch got me an apartment. And I went to the U.S. Championships, and I won. I was number 1 in the United States. I said, nah. I went to the U.S. Championships, and I called him. I said, bro, it's a leather jacket in a gift shop that's kind of dope. He said, what size you wear? I said, extra large, whatever. And they called my room like, hey, you got a jacket down here. Come pick it up. He had already bought it. It was a USA. I don't know if you've seen it.
The lawyer bought it?
My lawyer bought it. It was a USA jacket. Leather, like $400-$500 jacket. That was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I keep winning, shit gonna keep going. Yeah. So they send me to Russia. My first U.S. championship fight. And I fought the world champ, Andre Konyavka. I fought the world champ and beat him in Russia. And I was like, Mitch, man, do you mind if I just stay in Chicago for a little while? He's like, oh, man, I don't care. So I stayed for, a couple of days. I flew back to Chicago. That was my layover. Mm-hmm. And I understand. And then when I got home, I said, bro, it's a cutlass. It's a great cutlass at this body shop. He said, man. And he was a lawyer. He had other athletes. He said, man, I love the fuck out you. He said, man, all these fucking lazy ass, selfish ass baby athletes want $60,000 and $70,000 out of the car, and you want this piece of shit, and you cool with that. He said, man, go pick up your car. I walked back to the It was paid for.
Oh, wow.
But then, things coming along. I'm in LA. I'm winning. I'm rolling. I got my cutlass. I got the leather jacket. I'm winning. I'm number one. I'm number one in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Shit coming around. And then the U.S. trials come up, right? U.S. trials come up. I'm number one going into the trials. You know what I'm saying? I beat John Ruiz. I'm number one going into the trial. First fight, I fight this kid from St. Louis, Jermaine Thapper. He could punch, and I beat the shit out of him. You know, I beat the shit out of him. Joe Nappy, Pat Nappy, was in charge of USA Boxing, and he brought Mark Breland over to meet me. You know, Mark Breland, the champ.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, this Montell Griffin. He good." And Mark Breland, like, for real, I'm gonna be checking you out. I'm like, oh, they go to pressure, and I beat the shit out of this motherfucker because Mark Breland was watching. Then the second fight, I beat Terry McGroom. Then the third fight, I fight Jeremy Williams. Nah, this is the thing about boxing. Amateur boxing is so dirty. This is how it's set up. This is how it's set up. If you fought Thursday and Friday, you get Saturday off and you fight Sunday.
Okay.
If you fight Wednesday and Thursday, you get Friday off and you fight Saturday in the championship.
Okay.
Right? So I fight Thursday and Friday. So I'm supposed to fight the championship Sunday. Right? Coach Bird called me like, Griff, they fucking you. I said, what you mean? He said, man, you got to fight tomorrow. I said, no, I'm off till Sunday. He said, bro, they make you fight that motherfucker tomorrow. And look, it's like 12 in the morning. It said 12 in the morning. I'm taking my piss test because we got to take a blood test. So with amateur boxing rules, you can't fight within 24 hours. It was 12 in the morning, and I had to fight him at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on TV. So that's the first time they fucked me. Right? So I fight him. They said the winner 34-16, Jeremy Williams. I said, first of all, ain't nobody ever hit me 34 times. I said, if he would have hit me 34 times, he would have knocked me out. You know what I'm saying? They robbed me again, right? I said, man, I can't believe this shit. So I'm sitting at this restaurant just thinking like, God damn. I gotta beat this motherfucker again, you know what I'm saying? I gotta beat him twice. Because in the trials, whoever win the trials, when they go to the box off, if they win one fight, it's over. You got to win 2 fights. So I'm like, man, I got to beat this motherfucker 2 times. And they robbing me and shit. And I hear Chris Bird walk up crying. I'm not crying, cursing and shit. Like, man, I can't believe this shit. They ain't even let him go to the trials. I mean, the box off. I was like, who Pat? Because his brother had lost like me. And he's like, no, you. And he pointed in my face. Man, I just bust out crying. I just started running down the block, just out of control, crying like a little girl. And y'all finna love the story. You know what I'm saying? So he called me, you know what I'm saying? So I get back to my room. I go back to my room, and they like, man, you should go downstairs to the party, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it. I go down to the party, and Jeremy on the dance floor, and he see me. Like, the man... I didn't get invited to the box off. He said, man, I heard you didn't get invited to the box off. Man, I feel bad for you. But he was smiling while he was talking to me. Like, oh, man, goddamn. I heard you ain't make it to the box off. I started crying again. I go upstairs and ring the door. I knock on the door. It's my room. It's my room. This mother got the lock on my door. He in there beating his dick. Chuck. The white boy, Chuck. So I said, I can't win. I can't go in my room. So I fly home. And, everywhere you go, you got a girlfriend. You got a girl you can go lay on the shoulder.
Right.
So I go to this girl crib. We in Flint, Michigan. And Coach Bird called. And she was like, Coach Bird, like, fuck he calling him? Like, she was like, hello? He's like, hey, Mitch got you another chance. No, matter of fact, bring your ass home. I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard Coach Bird curse. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hey, baby, kiss goodbye. I'll see you later. I jog home. I said, what? I said, what's up? He said, man, Mitch, they sued the USA Boxing amateur. They showed him the video of your fight and said you supposed to went to the box office because you beat Terry McGroom and you got another chance. But you got to fight Terry McGroom again. I said, man, fuck that. I already beat him. I ain't fighting him again. And Mitch called me. He said, bro, the best thing ever happened. I'm an asshole. To this day, I'm an asshole. My temper got me in a lot of trouble, whatever. This man could have been like, man, fuck you.
Right.
He said, bro, just come home. Just fly home. I said, okay. I fly home. I pull up in L.A. My man Emmett picked me up. He said, before we go see Mitch, I got to make a stop. I said, where you going? To L.A. Sports Club. That's where all the hoopers be at. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we go to L.A. Sports Club. I'm an asshole. And I'm heartbroken. I ain't in the box office. And I'm an asshole. My man said, man, Magic Johnson in there. But listen, this is 1992. They say, hey, man, Magic Johnson, you want to meet him? Man, fuck Magic Johnson. I said, man, I'm on Chicago Bulls. This 91, you know what I'm saying? I said,
I'm thinking you about to say Magic.
I said, man, fuck Magic Johnson.
Oh, man.
So I'm an asshole. I go back and sit down. Another hour go by. I'm like, I'm ready to leave, man. He said, bro, man, just come say hi to Magic. I said, man, fuck it. Come on, man. So I walk up. Magic Johnson was sitting next to, I can't remember this kid's name. But he played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I got to remember his name because he's part of the story. So my man was like, hey, man, Magic, this is my man, Montell Griffin. He going to be in the Olympics. And dude was like, Tony White. I remember. He was like, he not going to the Olympics to light heavyweight. He said, man, Jeremy Williams going to the Olympics to light heavyweight. I said, Magic, I bet you see me in Barcelona. I said, man, get my ticket, I'm going. That's how I made up my mind to go to that fight. Ain't that shit crazy? Yeah. That's why I knew y'all was gonna like the story. I said, fuck, I ain't doing it. And dude said, Tony West. Tony West played for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Tony West, okay.
Tony West said, he was from LA. He said, man, you ain't going to the Olympics. My boy Jeremy Williams going to the Olympics. I said, Magic, I bet you see me in Barcelona.
They say athletes need that. You get them that, what is it, chalkboard? Motivation, somebody down you that'll bring it right out of them.
That's how I made the team. Because my man Mitch Stein, that's why I said I had to talk about him. And that day, Lehman Brewster walked in that gym, and I met Charles Walker. I met Mitch Stein. It changed my life. Wow. I made the Olympic team because of Mitchell Stein. Wow. He sued USA Boxing. I got a second chance. I beat Jeremy Williams. I beat him all 4 times, but they robbed me the first 2 times. I really was undefeated in my amateur career. The second, when I came back, I beat Jeremy Williams both 2 times. I beat Torsten. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my life I'm supposed to be a superstar.
Man, right.
If I had a crazy life, like I said, my life's supposed to be a movie, bro. Man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just...
So 50-8 was your professional record. And that was in... Because after the Roy Jones, you won like the next, if I read right, the next 8 out of 10, 10 out of 11. You still kept it going.
Yeah, but... Okay. So you brought it up. Let's talk. Because I ain't making no excuse. I'm going to tell you the truth about everything about boxing. My second fight against Roy Jones, the winner of that fight was supposed to fight Tommy Hearns. The winner, me and Roy was supposed to fight Tommy Hearns. I went to LA, watched Tony fight. He struggled. He was trying to mean mug me in the dressing room. I was laughing, and I was ready to fight. So, and I wanted that name on my record.
Yeah. I'm Tommy like, you about to fight Tommy?
Tommy wasn't hit me with no right hand. He wasn't finna hit me. I was gonna walk to my right the whole fight. He wasn't beating me, and his legs wasn't good enough at light heavyweight. He wasn't beating me, but I hate that I didn't get that on my resume.
Get that.
So and now when I found out later on, I get a phone call to fight a rematch with Roy, and I'm like, fight Roy for what? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, and the money was decent, but it wasn't, I thought, what it should have been. So I'm like, what are we fighting Roy for? You know what I'm saying? Let's fight, you know what I'm saying? We can fight other. Eddie Fuss had put a fight together with Steve Collins in Ireland for $2 million. I made $2 million against Roy, but Eddie Fuss put together a fight in Ireland against Steve Collins for $2 million, who is a guy who's not halfway as good as Roy Jones. Okay. Let's go get that money first. Like we if it was done right, if it was the way it's supposed to have been done, until I found out that my promoter was dirty, that's when it all made sense. He forced me to fight the rematch. Instead of we could have gave the belt up. I'm Montell Griffin. I just beat Roy Jones. I beat James Tony Roy Jones back to back. I ain't need to fight Roy Jones again until it was worth it 2-3 years later or 2-3 fights later.
Yeah, you should have got your payday first.
Right. Got some made some money, but like I said, so when I found out my promoter was involved, then it all made sense. So I fight Roy Jones. Like I said, this my man. We cool. Like I showed you the text, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got proof that I didn't warm up against Roy Jones. I didn't warm up. HBO had just gave Roy Jones a contract. They needed to get his, you know what I'm saying? They pay him that money. They needed to get his belt back. I was forced out cold, and I lost in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I had 59 pro fights and ain't never been able to not continue. And I fight one time and I get knocked out in one round. Come on, man. I got a chin. I was cold. I wasn't allowed to warm up. It is what it is, man. But it's boxing.
The legend. Living legend.
It's
Montell Ice Griffin.
It's
right
boxing.
here with us. So what would you want your legacy to be? What would you want people to know about? This is Montell.
Man,
Griffin.
I don't feel like I never got the love I supposed to got. You know what I'm saying? I think I did some superstar shit in my life, but I don't get no love for it. But man, if I just got I'm 53 now, I'm getting old. It ain't really so much about being famous and all that shit no more. I'm old now, so I just like to go places and just chill. So I really don't need to be no fame. I don't care about no fame or nothing like that. But if I just got the respect, man, I feel I'm not an all-time great, but I feel what I did in boxing, I deserve to be an International Boxing Hall of Fame. I deserve that. It's countless guys. I mean, I ain't got to say their names or nothing, but there's a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame that don't have my resume.
Yeah.
And just because of me losing my father and getting robbed in the Olympics, not even being warm up against Roy, the biggest fight of my life, the problems I had with my wife and all the, my son autistic, just all the bullshit I've been through my life. I feel if I, just get that phone call to be in the Hall of Fame, I could prove, that Clarence Griffin was one of the greatest trainers ever. Because he was only around me 12 years. And I did some Hall of Fame shit, you know what I'm saying? I lost my father when I was 12 years old, going on 13. And, you know what I'm saying? If he was, just imagine if he was alive and somebody told him the story, the shit that your son did.
Yeah.
You know how happy it'd be, man? I just wish, you know what I'm saying? I want to go to the Hall of Fame so I could talk about my father, so people know about Clarence Griffin. He was the first man. He trained the first man that knocked out Mike Tyson. Al Chico Evans knocked out Mike Tyson in, I'm going to say 83 or 82. So, my father, you know what I'm saying, he ain't had that much, fame. He had the first man knock out Mike Tyson. He became very, very good friends with Muhammad Ali. We got invited to his house, to his camp. Man, bro, my life was perfect, bro. I had the most perfect life in the world for 13 years. My life was perfect for 13 years. And then it just went from one lifestyle to, I went from training, going to gym and everything to hang with the Vice Lords and the Four Corner Hustlers, my bad, left hand, the Four Corner Hustlers, and getting drunk and having sex. Gang banging, getting drunk and having sex. That's what I did from 13 to 20. I got up to 210. Like, one thing though, I respected the force. It was a lot of nights they'd be like, man, we finna go take care of some business, man. Like, why don't you go to the crib, man? We holler at you tomorrow. That man, they was like, man, you got a future. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I told a couple of them, I said, man, I could box, man. They said, man, you should go back to boxing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I ended up doing it. The foes looked out for me, man. Much respect to Dirty Harv, Head, man, Morocco, Chief Gibson. You know what I'm saying? All those my guys, man. They looked out for me, man. I ain't had no problem in the hood. And I moved to a new hood, you know what I'm saying? My mother got remarried in 85. We moved to 121st and Wentworth, and all the foes showed me love, man. They all took me under their wing. I ain't have a fucking problem.
I'm sure you whooped somebody, though.
I ain't whipped none of the force.
I'm just saying, somebody in the neighborhood.
Yeah, somebody got whipped, but I was with the force.
Somebody said, dude to beat your ass.
Yeah, I had, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple of streets, man, I had a couple of fights, man, that got me a lot of street cred.
That's what I say.
You know what I'm saying? I had a fight at Fernwood. I had a fight at Fernwood, and I had a fight at Simeon, and them fights like put me on legend status as a street killer. Yeah. That shit gave me like mad, like people respected me everywhere I went. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even mean no disrespect to nobody. I ain't never started no fight. My father always told me, don't start no fights, just finish them. So I never was an asshole. I never treated nobody wrong, man. I wasn't a bad guy. Only thing I could say as a youngster that I probably was a dirty guy is I slept with a lot of people's girls. So I don't know if some karma came back. I ain't doing it on purpose. They came on to me. You know what I'm saying? But I slept with a lot of people's girls, and I know a lot of people hate Montell Griffin, but man, I didn't tell them girls to try to have sex with me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell them to. No, don't hold that against me. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the worst thing in my life. If people say I'm a bad guy, that's the worst thing I ever did in my life. So, at 53 now, you know what I'm saying, getting stuff off my chest, man. I did some stuff probably I shouldn't have did, man. But I didn't rape nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Southside, though, man, we love you, man. We respect you, man. And we appreciate you, man.
No, it's all good.
Definitely,
man.
bro.
It's all
Definitely,
good,
man. You won ours. Definitely. Everybody make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, you top notch, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
We glad you from the Hunters,
one of the best come out of Chicago.
Bro. All right, man, we going to wrap this up, man.
It's about time. Damn, I've been waiting for you to say that.
Flame it up. Oh, man, John, thanks for coming to kick it with us, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Thanks to the legend.
Man. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, no, this is beautiful, man. I just being, man, I'm 53, man. I just sit down. After I finish my business for the day, man, I sit down, chill, smoke, drink, and just talk and listen to music and just try to live and just enjoy life, man.
Yeah. That's what Jabbo and I was just talking about, man. Just go to work,
smoke a chill,
come home, and somebody might come kick it with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Enjoy that night, you know what I'm saying? And that's be my daily life, you know?
Yeah.
I'll be out the way, bro.
Hey, man. And don't forget, sometimes you need a nap.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't been needing naps lately. I don't know why. I was at that point I need a nap a day.
Yeah,
oh, you know what? It was the liquor. When I stopped drinking, I don't need naps no more.
Oh, really?
It was the liquor. Yeah, it was the liquor. The liquor was just beating me down.
When I start working out, it's going to stop me from taking like those naps. Because I just come on for work, you know. I have my routine and it may be a nap in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, I'm a competitor.
Danny's podcast. We just rapping on out. Peace.
I'm